Alright, so we're recording now, by the way.
Hello.
I'm sorry
The
that
diddler.
Hey, Jim.
that's the first thing that comes across the recording.
Greetings, everyone.
When I look up the diddler, besides seeing that, it's like a Simpsons thing too, because it appears in
Got
like the
to
Simpsons week.
practice my snooty, somewhat
No.
about
Did you
everything
hear?
voice
Wait,
now.
did you guys hear that?
I did hear it somewhat.
Yeah, we heard it.
It was a nice one.
Cal's getting in character and I'm just belching. That sounds about right?
You're still in character by doing that.
Like, who is? Oh my God! What the fuck was his name? The neighbor of the Simpsons. What was his name? I forgot.
Ned Flanders?
Yes, Ned
Yeah.
Flanders was the diddler.
How did
Wait,
Allie and I
really?
both know that when I'm fairly sure neither of us have watched Simpsons?
I just
Not a
Like-
lot, at least.
I've seen it in passing. The only Simpsons things I did was hit and run, and I played the heck out of that game.
there's a nice like picture of the diddler on that link.
Huh. Oh, in Bart's imagination.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's apparent, obviously, yeah. Revenge of the Death Bishop 3 times. What the fuck was this episode? This isn't one of the tree top of horror things, is it? No,
Wait,
it was aired
Are
in
you
January.
saying that this is yet another thing that The Simpsons predicted?
Yep, because they made this back in 2007.
Jiminy Crimbus.
The Simpsons are just like
There
The
should be.
writers are just
they're
the
fucking
Oracle of
Time
Delphi.
Lords. They're Time Lords. Oh,
Or Time Lords.
They're Nostradamus.
oh my God.
The Nostradamus of the modern age. Simpsons
Cursed with
writers.
prophecy.
God, I don't think I'd want to be cursed by knowing the future.
The
Dear
worst
fucking
part
Lord.
is, considering Simpsons is supposed to be a parody of reality, it's sad that reality is getting closer and closer to Simpsons.
I
every day.
know, that's scary.
What a way to start the recording.
There
It's okay,
seems to be a disconnect, and his parents appear to be frauds.
You'll feel better after breakfast.
I
Yeah.
don't think he will.
As somebody who has
There are
frequent
problems
existential
that breakfast
crisis.
that cannot solve. Wait, I said that wrong. There are problems breakfast that cannot solve.
The crisis is
You
that
can
bad,
see
guys.
how out of it I am today. I still have a migraine. I don't feel it because I took the meds, but I still have it. So
I'm sorry. I will
Meanwhile-
be
Valid,
gentle.
valid,
To you,
valid.
at
Meanwhile, I
least.
see on Twitter photons traveling through a fiber optic cable at speed of light to display furry porn on someone's monitor, and it's just Yoda crawling through that vent.
Wow. Just
Amazing.
wow. That's beautiful.
Amazing.
All right. We
Do
kind
they
of went
show
over.
no, never mind.
I was gonna say there's kind of a couple things we went over, but what else happened last time?
I get better.
The
so-
Many
druid
things.
showed up. The druid leader, the dude that was training Grimnum showed up
Oh,
with,
yeah,
with his Foxo.
His Foxo.
And requested that we deal with a green dragon situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he was leaving,
And a cult.
he mentioned as an aside, oh yeah, there's also cultists and zombies. Have fun!
Bye.
Readoff is a very, very colorful character.
Love him.
He is.
I appreciate him.
He's fun. He's
I mean,
fun.
I don't think the zombies are much of a problem. We've dealt with zombies before.
You have.
We
You've
have.
dealt with them very well. It's just zombies are typically the sign of not great things. So.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Necromancy is
dealt
the
with
best
a
thing in the world.
necromancer already.
Mm-hmm.
One. I wonder if
Yeah.
they're my friends.
even if there's an army of them, yeah, I'm sure we can handle it.
There might be.
And
What if
Okay.
they're all my
Then-
friends?
there
I
was
mean-
also some issues where every time people would ask, anyone would ask people about what actually made the Everholds famous,
They would have an
always-
existential crisis and a migraine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of-
Kelly
there's a lot of
is
crises
legit
going on.
worried that about the what's her name? Lena?
Yes. Yes.
because Lenine, that's it.
Lenine. Thank you.
He's legit worried about her because like the only spells he does know that like alter people's minds like this tend to have negative drawbacks if they try to fight against it.
Mhm.
Also, Andrus started to build a hot spring and repair the sleeping giant, along with a couple other dwarven friends that they made.
Sick.
Yeah,
So the Sleeping Tavern Inn might be owned.
Such an enterprising young man.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Sleeping Giant Inn might just be the place of where a monster guild can start taking
Andrus
place and all that stuff.
is a man, right? I actually was never able to tell.
Well, Andrus is
Andrus is Andrus.
Andrus is Andrus.
Andrus is doing Andrus thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is gender? Fuck gender. Gender is dumb.
Yes.
What is the
You don't
gender
know.
but a miserable little pile of
I think
secrets?
we've even been to the point that Chiron has in character used every pronoun, like every
One point or
mainstream
another.
one. They, he, and she for Andrews. I'm sure he's not helping anybody with the gender on it.
What is gender?
Suno has used all of them. I have at this point. You're absolutely right. I have used every single one for
How
Andrus
very
at one point or
fey
another.
of you. How very changeling. How
It's a
very
very-
changeling.
So also you guys saw an argument between Auguste and Wester. It looks like Auguste wants to potentially break Iarno out of jail, and
Right.
the greatest heist in the world happened.
Ah, yes.
The ring
rings.
heist. Oh, and the bugbears were taken to get
Oh
paladin
right,
Oh, yeah,
training.
the
those guys.
bugbears are going to become paladins.
Our friends.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if
Actually,
we call that.
And ironically, bugbear paladins actually really good if they can manage it. Bugbear paladins are actually really strong.
Also, not even Chiron would consider that the greatest heist because his self-proclaimed greatest heist is stealing the Vine last name. So this is the second greatest heist.
All right.
If Calibrin knew what you guys were up to, he'd be face palming right now.
And
Of
which
course,
part?
when is he not face palming? But that's neither here nor there.
At what point in the heist did it become a double face palm?
Oh my god.
Oh, and there was a point where Calibrin came to some kind of conclusion and stopped writing his thesis.
Ooh.
That's a good point.
To just start thinking on something.
If I were to guess where it became a double face palm, it'd probably be the end where you found out you had, 29 copies of a fake
40.
ring.
40 copies.
Oh, yeah,
42
42
3
rings.
copies.
But with
Two
like
were
2 actual
genuine.
valuable rings, and then
The
the
other
rest
40
were just fake replicas.
souvenirs, essentially
Yep.
from a mythical story that shouldn't exist in this realm.
But I got a volume 2 of the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yes, that's right. There were some. Oh, there were some books. I
Not volume 1,
forgot.
volume 2.
Yes,
There
it
was
had to be
one that
volume
was
2.
also like sounded vaguely like a lewd book.
Oh yeah, the show.
How do I
love
become
story.
a dragon?
And how do I become a dragon? And we also had a
Vietnamese-
mysterious other book called The Shadows of the Yamashiro Clan.
Who is in possession of those? Like I claimed the Epic of Gilgamesh Volume 2. Did
Chiron
keep
kept the rest. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
give the smutty sounding one to Calibrin.
Okay, I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Oh no! Oh no! My brain. Okay.
Oh yes.
Fuck. This is why I don't make up stories. Fuck. Okay.
this is why you are such a good DM because you encourage the role play
I do
and
encourage the roleplay.
I
because
just watched
every
a
good
penguin
DM
stumble
knows
off a fucking walkway.
because every good DM knows you can get your party to write 75% of your story by theorizing, and you can just sit there and be like, you know what, that theory sounds good. I'm gonna use that theory.
See,
Um.
the Gramnom gets his revenge for having to improv that entire story. Is just now Callie can go, I open to page 72.
Fuck.
Tonight,
Oh shit. Okay. It's all right. It's a good thing I had improv chops tonight. So.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. All right. So, after all the shenanigans of the heist, which got some interesting things, but not the actual ring, everyone eventually retired to the inn and did their long rest. I'm going to assume, unless there's anything else at night that anyone wanted to do, and if there's not, I will call this the next morning.
I will.
I did want to know if Haru got any promptings that her patron was mad at her for giving up the ring.
Her patron has been very quiet since she's lost the ring.
Hmm.
Oh, gosh, I
Very,
hope
very
she's okay.
quiet.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Which I'm sure it's fine. But very, very quiet.
Don't worry, I'll distract everyone with Faye.
But
Because they're not supposed to be in the shop, so I'll just send Dimp.
oh yeah, that'll
There you
totally
go.
work. That'll totally work. But it is the next day. You all wake up. You all do your respective things of your normal morning routines. Eventually, probably making your way down to the main lobby of the Stonehill Inn,
I
where
don't have any spell repreps that I need to do at the moment.
good
Oh,
old
yeah, I can
Toblin
take
and
that.
Elsa are still. I mean, if you need to prep anything, by all means. Where Toblin and Elsa, the owner and the barkeep, are kind of doing their normal morning routine business of cleaning and taking inventory and just cleaning up shop as normal. So those are the only two in there, as you all probably potentially make your way down at your respective times.
Callie is just like barely crawling out of his room, and he's just like, it looks like he didn't sleep all that well as he rubs his face, and like he didn't bother to brush his hair. He looks completely disheveled. There's even a bit of a stubble that he hasn't shaved as he orders just some whatever they've got for breakfast and just sits in the. He's really not sure. He's really not focusing too hard on doing things the normal way.
So I would like you each to describe kind of how you enter this main build, kind of come down the stairs. If there's any contemplation, holding anything in your hand, anything of value you might be thinking, whatever.
Really?
Haru is kind of, well, she's sulking a little bit. Has she been given the fake ring yet?
Nope.
No, Chiron still got all his stuff upstairs in his room.
So she's kind of sad. She's still really bummed that her ring was stolen, but she's coming downstairs and she's really concerned as well. She hasn't heard from her patron in several days, and that usually doesn't happen. So she's very concerned and confused and generally sullen as she comes downstairs and quietly orders breakfast at the bar.
Cool.
Let's see. Gramnom is going to get to the stairs. There are stairs down, right?
There are stairs down, yes.
Okay, he's going to get to the stairs. He is going to gently face plant down the stairs, like, like head boof, body boof, leg boof, and then just continue that way, blah 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 style down the stairs until he reaches the bottom.
I'm imagining that Mallet just pokes her head around the corner and just like, that seems like a fun way to go down the stairs and follows the same suit.
Are you two all right?
Yeah, I was just having fun. It looked fun.
It doesn't look very fun, but I'll take your word for it.
Chiron's just gonna walk down after the two, like watching them while hugging the book in his arms.
Why do you do this?
And he's just like, he has the fake ring on his fingertip and he's just spinning it, just watching as he's walking down the stairs. and as he gets to the bottom of the steps, he's gonna move around and just be like, and they call me the dramatic one.
He's gonna look up at you. All right, well, fuck you. I wasn't being dramatic. I was just having fun. I wanted to feel pain.
That's the dramatic part.
I have every reason to be dramatic right now. Thank you very much.
Speaking of which, you need to shave.
Chiron's
You
gonna
look
walk
weird with
over.
stubble.
Chiron's gonna walk over and just set the book. Is Callie's at a table yet, or is he standing? If he's standing, he's gonna just hold it out. But he's
sitting.
Okay, he's gonna go over and just set the book on the table. It's like, I found this when I was cleaning last night.
Which book are you giving him?
The
horny one.
Shogun and Me.
Okay, the Shogun and Me love story. Okay.
He looks at it. Not really my cup of tea. You can keep it.
You think I know how to read?
I'm just not particularly into romance.
I was gonna say an
any of that
infernal
stuff for
to
that matter.
Chiron. Just walk away, leave it on the counter.
Karga hears the word romance used in connotation with books and goes, hello? Like, she doesn't
Karga's like,
say it out
huh?
loud, but she's like,
Just it turns into a gremlin, just like, huh?
Book. Where's the book? Book. No.
Book.
Kissing.
Harka, if there's anything she does know about herself, is that she is an absolute gremlin when it comes to literature. Doesn't matter what kind, especially cheesy romance.
Well, I think I think someone more interested than me.
I mean, it
Sorry
would
about
seem
that.
so, yeah.
Not
May I see
really. Not really my thing.
When Haru says, "Can she see it?" and Calibran's refusing, he's gonna pick it up and then take the gifts over to Haru instead, and then hold out 2 books for her and the ring on his hand that he's holding the books out with.
Is this my ring? Or
It's a fake, but it looks like your ring.
well,
He just gives him the cheesiest fangy grin possible.
it's not cursed, and it still has the insignia. So
Where did you get all this?
I told you, I was cleaning.
Tomlin chimes in. Oh, you know, the tiefling and the dwarf came in super late last night with a chest full of these things. It was kind of weird.
Chiron's now the one that's face palming. We were look. The minor exchange paid us to clean up for a few things. That's all. Late night cleaning.
my things. I will.
I'm gonna insight that.
You can insight and deception all you want.
Yeah, you know what? I'll join in.
Knows what they did. She knows.
Ooh.
Do you?
I don't think-
Damn.
Do any of us know?
I mean, Harkin
I
did
don't-
ask.
I don't think Haruko would be able to not know, considering she's
So close.
seen a few of those things in that building.
Let's see if Dimp does. Because why not? Dimp, go.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Didn't don't know shit.
I guess as far as all of you know, Chiron is telling the absolute truth for this.
I'm just sitting there believing this. Like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, yes.
Chiron puts the
Meanwhile-
fake ring on her finger where she had the
well,
real one.
Chiron's gonna glance back at the at I forget the barkeep's name,
Toblin.
but just
Toblin.
to see,
I would be
just to see if he
careful.
looks like he's buying it too, as everyone else is.
Hold on. He looks at you and sighs. Whatever, tiefling.
As long as you're careful, I don't really like the look of that guy. He and the fact that he kind of seemed to want to try and break out Iarno.
I think it'll be fine. I'm sorry.
It was like,
I'm sorry. Malice sent me something, and I just was a little bit of gay panic for a second.
It's okay. It's okay.
My
For-
aunt is sending it to stars.
I'm actually
For
kind of having
context.
a hard time playing Cal at the moment because, like,
Oh my god.
I would be more interested in some things right now than Cal is, because for the first time ever, I'm playing an ace character. So
So as you go on with your conversations, you do a couple of minutes later, you see Sildar coming into the inn and kind of looking very stern and looking right at Chiron, and he seems to be approaching Chiron.
Good morning, Solar.
Sildar ignores all of you and heads right to Chiron. You! I have a bone to pick with you.
Yeah.
What did you steal and who did you steal it from?
I guess that usually I'm getting asked these
To be
questions.
fair, we were stealing. I was stolen from first. He was trying to steal it back.
He completely looks Haru. Fess it up, tiefling. And he pulls his sword out and points it at you. What did you steal
Sildar!
and why?
Why are you blaming
I
me?
guess between Sildar and Chiron. Sildar, listen to me. We were stolen from first. We were trying to get back what is ours, or more accurately, mine.
So you mean all the money in the townmaster's hall that was stolen last night from a tiefling was what was stolen from you originally, Haru?
That was
What?
not us.
What?
Gramnom raises his head. What?
There was a break-in in the hall, townmaster's hall last night. There was a tiefling with someone who looked exactly like Chiron here, seen trying to take away the treasury of our town here. Luckily,
I mean,
the
isn't
two
his
bug.
dad in town?
Wait, what? No, did you just? What did you say?
I said, isn't his dad in town? At
Does
this point, it's
Mala know
like
that
a
yet?
common knowledge
was-
thing.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, Chiron has said it in the party, but he has not said anything to the public.
There's only one tiefling, and a tiefling was sighted coming out of the hall with a bag of gold. Thank God those bugbears were there to stop him.
But
Well,
They
if
would
it was
stop
Chiron,
him. They would know
If it
me.
was stopped.
If it was Chiron, there wouldn't be any bugbears left.
hey,
Chiron's
is
like,
Iarno still locked up?
Iarno's fine. It was just someone trying to rob the town blind.
I think
And there's-
someone was trying to.
I
I personally think someone was trying to frame our friend here.
But there's
I
only one
Hold-
tiefling in this town right now, and he points the sword at Chiron, and it's you.
I
but
Carter
there
is
are
still
explain
standing
yourself.
between them.
if
There
I'm
are
the
also
one being
spells that can change one's appearance at will.
guys, if I'm being the one accused, can I speak? Like,
Sure.
Chiron's like a little flustered because everyone just like jumped in his defense. I can account for every gold piece in my room, and I can tell you exactly where they came from. You can feel free to go check my room. There is not a treasury's worth of gold up there. I swear.
Well, then go up there with me right now, and let's get this settled.
Chiron will go upstairs.
Haruko go with.
I'm
Gramnom
going with
shall
two.
follow.
We're all following, just like, yeah, let's pile in here.
Cool. So Sildar still with his sword pointed towards Chiron.
Like all the way up the stairs.
Yep. It all leads to Chiron's room. I'm assuming you're all going into Chiron's room, and then we're gonna go from there.
Chiron's gonna go to the spot that he stashed his gold or his gold pouch and pull it out. There's 533 gold here. A good chunk of it came from Augustine after I returned something that I had located that belonged to him. I saw the insignia. Then most of the gold has come from Malachi, who gives me, what is it, 60% of what the party makes?
What I get at
That
the very
falls
least.
into her hands. Other than that, it's been just odds and ends that I've held on to from previously.
He takes the bag and kind of goes through there and counts everything and kind of just looks at you up suspiciously and throws the bag back at you. I'm watching you. I'm telling you, either someone is impersonating you or you're hiding something from me.
While we were out in the woods, I overheard some goblinoids saying that they, according to the bugbear, saying that I was wanted by someone, that they were looking for me. It's easy that someone's trying to frame me because I don't steal gold. I have never stolen gold. If I ever did, it would go back to the original owner. There's things far more valuable than gold.
Persuasion with advantage.
So you're telling
Okay.
14.
So you're telling me you went to try to get back Haruka's ring after that crazy drow took it from her.
Wait,
and
you stole something else?
Yep. That's what Haruka was trying to tell you. I was
That's what we were saying.
Retrieve her ring back after it was stolen so rudely from her.
Oh, it must have been Eatermath, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Okay. He's
And
a little.
I would not attempt to confront him about this at this time, as he has very, very, very likely taken on the curse that was originally there.
Yeah, we don't know what that means, bro.
You see Sildar put put his sword back in its sheath, and he's like,
Thank you.
I apologize. This just reminds me too much of the robberies that happened in Deepwater when I was over there at the time.
No, I completely understand.
It's just you're the only tiefling I know in Findalen, so it's weird because there's been no other tieflings here ever. Really, you're one of the first ones. And
Chiron looked a little nervous when Waterdeep.
It could easily have been someone using a spell such as disguise self to alter their appearance visually.
I suppose so,
Yes,
but
that
a lot of people who were around there ended up swearing it was Chiron. So just be on your guard. Something fishy is happening here.
I concur.
Then the next time this happens, or if you see them yourself, Chiron's gonna actually remove the ring that he has that hides his wings. If somebody is just taking on my appearance, they wouldn't know I have these, and you could always look for that. And then he puts the ring back on.
Fair enough. I apologize for my intrusion. Just
No, it is understandable, Sildar.
be on your guard. There's been weird things happening here in the town recently, so I'm a little on edge myself too.
Oh,
I'm probably not going to contribute to that today.
Things just keep getting weirder, especially that thing I knew about before. Oh, by the way, how is sorry, give me a moment.
Lenine?
How is Lenine doing right now?
I checked on her this morning before I came here, and she seemed like she was doing all right. She's actually one of the ones who thought she saw Chiron last night, so it's weird. She normally wouldn't lie about stuff like that or be deceived that easily by magic.
I
Hmm.
mean, to be fair, if my theory is correct, everyone here has been deceived by magic for quite some time now.
Fair point. Just if you see any other tieflings around here, just find
I'll
me,
handle
please.
them.
I would prefer you not to handle them, but to find
Don't worry
me.
about how we handle them.
With these hands.
The last time you handled somebody, he points towards Mala. Someone got a tongue out of it. I'm sorry. I would prefer to handle
Look, they
it.
attacked me
fair.
first.
So we
There-
had a hand.
And there's a hand too, technically.
Yeah, I've got the
Handling
necromancer
There's
hand
also
that
a
I've
hand
shown off many times now.
Don't forget the head.
of collecting
Stop.
body parts.
I
I-
really do not like this.
If
I-
people hurt me, they get hurt.
I don't like when people frame me. I'll handle it.
Just raise. Wow, Eden. That fair enough. I just please keep me in the loop because I need to find what happened to some of the treasure. Like about 500 gold was stolen last night, and that's
Whoa.
a lot.
Chiron's gonna go into his bag and take 500 gold out and give it to Soldar.
Are you sure this is your?
We have a lot.
Oh.
Between ourselves, we have quite a lot.
Hmm.
Well,
Apparently, Chiron doesn't like owning gold.
I guess I appreciate it, Chiron. Thank you, and I'm sorry for accusing you.
Not a problem. That way, if it was me that stole it, you got it back. But I assure you, that came from Augustine. But I'm gonna start questioning whether or not he would fess up to that side of the story. So I would rather just have it not be a thing.
Considering how much of a snake he is here, I would highly doubt he'd fess up to it if he did anything.
I feel like this might be his motives. He's got proper motives for wanting me out of the city.
I do not know how you are or what your past with that man is, but I pray that you don't have to deal with him for
Rem-
a long time with how much of a snake he is.
Remember when we first re-met and you asked me my last name and I refused?
Yes.
That's why.
And he kind of looks at you for a second. And then a face of dumbfoundedness and realization comes, and he's like, "Oh,
That grin on Chiron's face just grows. 'Cause now he knows he's starting to sow mischief that Dad doesn't want people to know, and he's given up on keeping it a secret. So
wow, that's okay." And he looks a little dumbfounded by the whole thing. He had a tiefling kid? What the? Not important. Oh man. Maybe those stories in Waterdeep weren't so whatever. Okay.
just
I
don't let that out too loudly right yet, please.
your secret is safe
Until we
me.
have confirmation whether it was him that framed me or not.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
just sitting in the corner, just like, I don't know why he's so surprised.
I mean, it does seem rather logical. He would know that you possess that kind of gold.
Hmm.
I don't think he would try to steal stuff from our hall, though. That
But
would
to
be
make
very.
it look like
Sure.
us.
I am almost positive, considering most of that is his money in the hall. Why would he want to steal his own money?
To frame me.
Perhaps he plans to leave?
He would lose nothing.
He also did have quite the argument with the mayor yesterday. He was talking about possibly even trying to break Iarno out. So
Oh, he
It could quite possibly
Augustine-
be a motive.
Augustine tends to talk big, but never actually acts on anything. That is normal for him.
Let us hope he does not act upon this. It could spell disaster.
That is fair. Just be on your guard if you see any other tieflings around. I'm
course.
getting suspicious.
I think you need to do the
Oh,
same
many
with
would mistake me
Iarno
for
and
a
that
tiefling.
fucking cell.
Not that I stole anything.
Yes, but you look very, very unique as compared to and points over at Chiron, someone of
To a,
that race.
to a tiefling that's furry, has wings.
It's
Yes, okay.
like you look like something out of our old myth books that our parents used to tell us as stories. So
Speaking
that's
of, she gets out the book about her clan and cracks it open.
okay. So what kind of information, I guess, are you looking
Well,
for?
she's just reading in general.
Okay. So you're kind of skimming through. It seems to talk a lot about your family in general and kind of the cousins and other clans that were part of kind of like the Shogun's service at that point. But you end up reading some kind of weird passage on there that the Shogun ended up meeting a mysterious robed creature at one point who promised him power as long as he made a deal with him. And after a lot of persuasion and a lot of
I do not like this.
after a lot of discussions and persuasions, as it sounds like that this robed figure constantly kept coming back, offering salvation, offering safety, making sure that no one would ever be able to take over the Amashiro clan, that the Shogun eventually caved in and accepted the deal, which is when the fall of the Yamashiro's shadow started to appear. The Yamashiro shadow was in an enclave of special agents that seemed to be able to possess some type of green magic and do unspeakable things.
Well then, that makes quite a bit.
Sildar kind of looks around. There's a couple of things I have to do, and I apologize for bugging you all so early in the morning.
It is no trouble, Sildar. You had every
I
right
needed
to be
I needed
suspicious.
I did need something to get me out of my funk. I didn't really wake up in the best state of mind.
Well, you know what the best way to get your funk out, as you call it, Calibrand?
What's that?
Not being accused of stealing in the morning.
Well, yes, but do what your parents did and go on an adventure. That always cheered them up back in the day.
Face palms again.
Arika just giggles to herself. That is very ironic.
I mean, that's what adventurers always do. They're feeling down, they go and slay a dragon or something. I don't know.
Funny you should mention that. We actually have a job to go fight or deal with a dragon.
Dragon hasn't been seen around these parts in a long time. The last time
There's
I
also a
remember seeing
cult
it.
and some
What?
zombies.
Excuse me?
A cult and
A
apparently
cult?
some zombies, which may or may not be able. I may be able. We shall see about this.
You all don't need assistance in this, do you? I could probably
No,
We
get.
should be fine, I think.
All right, like if
As
you
long as
need
we can
another
have our
hired.
bugbears.
So I was going to ask if you would like to come with.
I would gladly come with, because this might be a good chance for the bugbears to have their first training regiment as the new guard from here.
Yes, it could.
So
But-
if you. Hmm?
Right.
Are you really sure? Because the town sounds like the town could use all the protection it could get.
They could, but I'm also itching to get back out here and see if I can find anything about our rock seeker friend too.
Oh.
Waits for it.
Like I'm very concerned about him, considering it's been many days at this point.
I agree.
Well, the problem is we're not going to directly there. We're going to the ruins of Thunder Tree. Apparently.
The ruins of Thunder Tree. Wow.
First.
It's okay. Well, maybe I can stay behind for now, but if you start going after the rock seekers, just please find me. I would like to come with you.
All right.
It was my original my original job was to make sure that he got here safely and well.
He
I-
hasn't yet.
He hasn't, and I've failed that job. And as a mercenary / lion shield, it's been eating away at me.
No, I completely understand. When we make our final preparations and head for Cragmaw Castle, I'll be sure to come for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And in the meantime, I'm going to go hunt for more tieflings, I guess, and see if I can get to
Also-
the bottom of what's going on.
If you happen to find that 500 gold, I would like it back, if only because that was for gear for future adventures.
Of course.
And that's a huge hit for the group.
Of course. I like if you need to keep the gold, by all means. We there is plenty others that you're
Does anyone else hear a duck?
a duck. Where? There's your oh my god. Your father can probably muster up another 500 gold if we absolutely need to. I do not want to take away your traveling expenses.
I'll leave that up to them. I don't need it. I've survived on less. He goes down for breakfast. He's starving, and everyone's ruined his morning.
Breakfast for breakfast.
I'm
gonna follow Chiron down.
Okay. So I guess Sildar will take up your offer to have breakfast with you all. As he has
As she eats, she's more thoroughly
m-
reading.
my other
Starting
D&D
from the
group
beginning.
legitimately has had an entire 4-hour session that was just breakfast.
Yes. I would know. I was there.
Oh,
You might as well
God.
have just eaten breakfast.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Right?
A lot of role playing can happen over a meal.
Oh, for sure.
But that is not here nor there. So, nothing else of importance happens while you guys are eating and doing your things and talking and discussing. Sildar does trade a couple of other adventuring stories that he has been on. Particularly one where he was able his battalion was able to take away a goblin encampment that had been ransacking a lot of the trade routes from Neverwinter, and that was one of the things that was one of his greatest achievements of being able to slay all those goblins by himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you sure that is your story?
I mean, of course. Why
Well,
wouldn't it be
when did
mine?
this happen? When did this happen?
Oh, this was many years ago at this point.
Okay.
Back when I was still stationed in Waterdeep.
Right. Well,
Does Chiron remember hearing anything about this?
it's
I'll-
just I've been having a hard time with stories lately after you know.
I
I
understand.
have a hard time trusting any story at the moment.
I totally get it. Chiron, probably you and Andrus had probably heard in the past some stories about the battalion that had constantly kept, pestering you guys back in Waterdeep was
No.
actually hugely successful in protecting the Neverwinter trade routes.
Okay. It
So-
was one of those when Cal's starting to get suspicious. It's just one of those
Cal's getting suspicious of any story anyone tells right now. He's kind of having bad story PTSD. So
Is this when Chiron makes up this really grandiose story about how he robbed half of Waterdeep and
at least that story
Wow.
would have details.
Half a Waterdeep. Wow. I don't ever remember hearing about that one.
No.
Must have did it from right under our noses. My gosh, you guys were tricky back in the day.
still are.
I mean, clearly, if some tiefling bastard was able to steal money under our noses,
I didn't steal the money.
I'm aware you did not steal it.
I I was with Grandosco all night. Well, most of the night.
At least your stories have details. The most I've been able to get of my parents' journey is they adventured. That's it.
Well, that's what adventurers do all the time, right? I mean, there's the Lion Shield place was built by them after all. So
That's the only thing that I know for sure. Like they I can't get a word out of even people that will supposedly have gone with them on what they did, what they fought, what the actual story. It's
very bizarre. I get it. There's a lot of weird things happening here.
I just can't fathom why anyone would fake adventuring if nobody can tell a proper story about it, you know?
Well, you just need to find a bard to do that. They're the ones who always have all of the crazy stories that end up telling about these grandiose adventures.
Mm. Everyone should know something. Like Lenine should have known something. In fact, she got some detail. She mentioned exploring something that hasn't ever been found. And that's
that cave that Gundred's been looking for, you mean?
yes.
Waits for
Gunter's
it.
Rockseeker?
Yes.
Waits for it.
Hold on.
There we go.
It's ever since he went on this ridiculous journey to try to find that Wave Echo Cave, there's just been weirder and weirder stuff happening. It's almost like that might be connected to a lot of other bizarre happenings.
It probably is. Let us be fair. Oh, that reminds me. She sees if there is anything about Wave Echo Cave book.
The book mentions nothing about Wave Echo Cave.
Her just sus about that. She's like, that. Okay.
That doesn't quite seem right. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, considering the Yamashiro clan was supposed to be a clan of myths and legends, not from this realm, I don't think it'd be too far off the possibility of a book that's supposed to be about a different realm not mentioning something in this realm.
That is fair, I suppose.
Multiple rounds, you say? That did. To be the moment something like that was mentioned, my parents freaked the heck out and locked us out of the tavern.
I mean, there's always been a rumor that this is not the only realm out there.
Well, I know. You think I don't know that? I've been studying quite extensively for many years. I just. This is all. There's got to be some answer that we're not seeing here, and I've got to get to the bottom of it.
Well, I'm sure your adventures out on the road might help you too to find those answers. Honestly, it sounds like if you all can find Gundred, you might be able to find this ridiculous cave he's looking for and maybe get some answers there.
Perhaps. But I don't think we're quite ready for a strike on Crackmaw Castle.
Well, I'm sure if you can deal with a dragon, you can deal with a bunch of goblins. And cultists and zombies. Oh my, that sounds like you'll be fine.
Probably. Hopefully the undead will listen to me, as that is apparently something that happens.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, you'll have to kind of let me know when you get back on how this adventure went, because I'm kind of curious to see how you all handle a dragon. I
It
personally
is
have
a
never handled a
green
dragon.
dragon. That does make me think. Do you think the priestess here has any potions to resist poison in stock?
Sister Gario? I don't know. Like, she's extremely secretive about a lot of things. I know she's been able to heal people, but
I mean,
whether
we
she
can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
whether she has anything to help out with something like that, she might. But again, all I know is that she really takes care of the Shrine of Luck. I know nothing about her past.
Well, all right.
We could
It
probably ask
might be worth a
Indra to
check,
talk to
but
her.
it's up to you all because such things tend to be rather expensive and.
We
Well.
just gave away 500 gold.
Is not a paltry sum, but anything to help the town succeed.
Well, fair enough.
Unless they find
Shall
other gold.
we get on the road then, or does anyone have any other outstanding business to take care of? We could try to get the ring back. Like the real one.
Yeah, the actual one.
Chiron's just looking at his half-eaten food and just goes back to eating. If this is his first helping, you don't know. It could be his fourth helping.
I guess I should have asked before. Do you even want the ring back?
Well, my patron has been awfully quiet since the ring was lost. And I worry for her.
To be fair, they've been quiet since the ring was found.
There was a point there too, yeah.
Yes, this is true. Well, I would rather have it in my hands than in the hands of someone who would potentially use power and become corrupted.
Someone who's weirdly obsessed with your family line.
That as well. That do not like.
You don't know the things I've seen. Chiron just looks like he's having war flashback as he stares into his porridge.
I'm not certain we can remove it from him at this point. Because of the nature of this. It is a very complicated situation I'm in, I see.
Well, there's no time like the present to try to figure out how things are going, so you all should probably make sure you're all packed up and have fun in Thunder Tree. That place has not been explored in a very long time besides from our druid, so it's who knows what secrets you might be able to find there.
I enjoy exploration.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
Totally.
Fun.
Fun with the
Because
dragon.
that's what happens when you're dealing with a chromatic. Fun. Absolutely. Right.
I mean, that's the life of an adventurer. Always a new story to tell. Always a lot of fun in the process. Maybe a few murders and stabs along the way, but you have some hell of a battle scars to talk about later.
Oh, yes! Haruka motions to the various scars on her arms and hands and such, like, that have been glazed over in, like, a golden substance, similar to her scales. I do not remember where I got these, but surely it was a very important event.
I'm sure it was. Maybe I'm sure your patron will eventually. I don't know how magic stuff works, but
I
I'm sure
could
your
tell
patron will
you
eventually go through there.
while people are still eating, I could tell you an interesting story that came up rather recently. Actually, we were checking out the old owl well, and there were a few zombies there. But as we explored, a necromancer showed up. He was. We probably mentioned him, but he was initially a little standoffish. She wanted to ask us for help to
Mhm.
deal with, quite frankly, something we were already planning on dealing with anyway. But things were starting to come to a head, and he was attacked. And so he blasted us all with a massive spell that knocked out two others in a single blow. This cone of frost. But I stood, held strong and cleaved the frost around me in two before rushing forward to strike.
Huh. I mean, I already remembered Andrus telling me that you dealt with a Fey wizard, but I wasn't expecting you to, like it to be that close of an encounter. Wow. You all
It
must be
wasn't.
really strong together.
It wasn't that bad. He went down in a
Well.
few hits.
I mean, it is a wizard. Most of them are.
You say it together.
I mean, besides like present company, most tend to not be the most vitality wise or have the greatest defense in the world.
Well, no, I don't. I don't mind. It's what the armor's for, mostly. And, staying in good shape, it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, that same magic that protected me there has one critical weakness, and that's it doesn't prevent poison.
Which
So,
is why you're trying to figure out a way to deal with the poison before having to deal. Oh. Talk to Sister Gariel. She might be able to help you out.
possibly indeed. Are you done eating yet, Chiron?
He's probably on like his 5th bowl by now. No one
Thank
sees
you
him
very
getting. No one sees he's getting more food. He just.
At this point, Elsa looks and he's like, "Look, laddie, you're gonna make me go. You're gonna make me have to restock already. How much more of this nonsense do you want?"
I think I'll be done then.
Thank you.
He sounds really, really sad. He looks
This-
even sadder.
This was your 6th plate. You're so thin. I don't know how you hold it all in you, lad.
6? How are you? How
wouldn't
are
question
you
it.
still thin if you eat like that?
The energy output is higher than the energy intake.
He's a rogue. What do you expect?
I don't know what to expect anymore, to be honest with you.
Chiron's
I mean,
the type
you know
of
what? That's fair.
Every single one of you has gone far outside my expectations in one way or another, and
How did I go out of your expectations? With
This.
my eating? if
not only.
if this shocks you, you are a very sheltered person. Very
I
sheltered.
mean, we already knew that.
Like even more sheltered than I thought.
Yes, that's the point.
You never sat down and ate 6 bowls of food while you were growing up and still could have eaten more? Come on.
Well, as long as you are all ready, I suggest you start gathering your things and start heading on your way towards your adventure before it gets too dark out.
Of course, daylight wastes, and we
Yes.
must not squander it, for it is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I said, if you
That's
see any other
somewhat polite.
tieflings, just like let me know.
Oh,
Trust me, they're
You're so paranoid about tieflings. Those tieflings back in Waterdeep really got you fucked up.
You have no idea.
They must have been real menaces.
The worst menaces I had ever dealt with in my career.
Yeah.
They were the trickiest, slimiest of sorts, and we were
Slimy
never able
is
to find
such a-
all of them.
Slimy's such a bad word.
I know, but when they keep slithering away from you constantly, and then when you catch one, and
Why don't you just call him sneaky or like skulking? There's better words than slimy. Come on. Look at me. Do I look slimy?
he kind of looks
Oh,
you
so
like
much
You look
older.
rather soft.
your hair. Did you wash your hair this morning?
No.
Your hair's slimy.
I want to stab him.
I guess
No.
I cast prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
That's
It's
spell.
no longer slimy.
That was bizarre. I could have sworn.
Magic.
Whatever. Fine,
Magic.
Fluffy. And then he gets up and is like, I have some work to do, but thank you for sharing some of your stories. I hope to hear about more as time goes on.
May the sun shine upon your steps this day.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Yeah, what she said.
What did she say?
Something about the sun shining on your steps this day. Did I say it right? Yeah.
Nice.
You're a very good listener, Kyra. Well done.
I just proved that I'm not.
It is fine, Mocha.
Listening is how I survive.
Right.
So Sildar kind of does a little bit of a bow and exits the inn as he's going to bring the gold over to the town hall and kind of go from there. And then there were just 6 along with Elsa and Toblin.
Silver is correct. We really should get ready.
Andrus isn't even
Right,
down here
well,
yet.
That is true. Andrus has not come
She'll
down
go
yet.
check on him. She goes upstairs and knocks on the door. Andrus, is all well?
If Eden's there.
What? What? Is the sun up? Where's the sun up? It's
Yes, it has
too
been
early.
up for a while now.
You're lying. Go away.
Andrus, we have already eaten breakfast without you.
That's mean.
I know, I am sorry, but wished you to get some extra rest.
Are you saying that this through the door, Andrus?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
Andrus will get up, and you will just hear clanking and everything as Link has to put on his armor. Be down in 10 minutes.
All right,
Goddamn heavy armor.
take your time.
Yeah.
Take as much time as you need.
Andrus will get ready for the day.
And
That's
you'll
been
see
working.
Cal walking by as he goes to get his armor on as well.
Harka will kind of go over to the banister of the stairs and call down. Kyra and Andrus will be joining you in about 10 minutes.
You mean joining us, right?
Well, I need to go get my stuff rather quickly, but then I will join you. She smiles.
All right. Kyron's just gonna go to the bottom of the stairs, thumbs up the stairs. He's just sleepy.
The stairs thumbs up back. No.
So Harka goes to get her stuff. She's kind of fidgeting with fake ring, which is now around her finger and fitted to it. But she's glad to at least have that.
As Haru is fidgeting, she suddenly hears a voice in her head.
Ooh.
Ah, my child. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I've been quite worried about you. Are you all right? Is everything okay?
Oh, everything is totally fine, especially now that you have that ring. That was very worrisome that I was going to fall into the wrong hands.
Well, I will be honest. This is in fact a replica, but
What? As you hear a scream go inside and echo in your head.
I know. I know.
What happened to your ring?
It was stolen from me.
It was. How could you have been so careless as to have that thing stolen from you? Do you know how important that is to everything?
I know. I am trying to get it back. Chiron and Grandmom did their best to try and steal it back, but the drow that was so interested in my family.
The drow. It shouldn't surprise me. It's all right, my young child. Go on your quest. When you come back, the ring shall be in your possession again, one way or the other.
Oh boy.
Go a little bit too hard.
No one, only you have the power to hold that ring. The whole world could be destroyed if you don't have that. So I will take care of it for you. However, be on the lookout, because I'm sensing another artifact in an area that you are going up to.
Oh, yes, of course. I will keep my eyes proverbially peeled.
I do not. I will contact you if I feel the presence when you get close to it, but just look for anything with your family's insignia on it, and you might be okay. In the meantime, I've got to go deal with a ring-stealing drow bastard, and you hear the word bastard go as she...
Don't call him, please. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That doesn't sound like the Amaterasu I know.
Out of character, man. I'm sorry, Haru. I know what it's like to deal with narcissistic parents.
That legit doesn't sound like the same being.
I mean, to be fair, it's a ring that could end the world. You would think any god or goddess would be very upset about it being not in her patron's hands.
The hands of somebody who can probably, maybe, possibly handle it.
Dum dum dum.
Or be extremely manipulated while handling it, you know.
Yeah.
Look, I know narcissistic parents. Chiron knows narcissistic parents.
I don't get visions from any sort of deity. You guys are all super lucky.
I mean, Chiron doesn't
No, you
even
just have
magic.
narcissistic parents.
Arca comes back downstairs after getting her stuff, looking a little bit concerned. And kind of, oh dear.
Eventually, Cal comes back in his full armor. He wishes he had better armor, but like that's prohibitively expensive because like it would have to be heavy armor.
Welcome back, Caliburn.
If only you had more gold.
Yeah, like 500 gold.
Honestly.
You realize Chiron's gonna like bring that.
Tier heavy armor is.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I do.
You realize that Chiron dumped this on you guys to say no, you can't have that, and no one said no, you can't have that.
Oh no! Why would they?
Because he was like, I don't need it. You guys make the choice if you need it because of venturing expenses. It was literally him trying to be like, guys, do this, save our asses, and no one but bit, and I love it.
Caliburn
got
thought
gold.
it was a worthwhile use of the gold. So, I don't know what you're in about.
So y'all know that one scene in Final Fantasy XIV with Alize and she kind of just
Be careful. Grimnom has not gotten very far. Or Grandesco. He
I mean,
likely
it's
doesn't know that.
spoilery. All she does is face table.
She does that
Yeah.
Exactly
a lot.
what it does.
She does that a lot.
Yeah, so yeah, Haruka right now is just Alize face tabling. Just oh no. She feels so bad for that poor girl because he's smoked.
How did it come back to me being the most normal person in this group again?
This is exactly what she is doing. I have posted a GIF in the chat for those on YouTube.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Yeah, she feels so bad for this poor drow that like he kind of
like, oh,
deserves
God
this.
fucking damn it.
I mean,
just
Caliburn
like,
thought
why?
he was normal-ish until about
No.
this time yesterday.
No, he is not.
Chiron never thought Caliburn was normal-ish. He's always been like a super sheltered rich boy. There's not anything normal about that.
Malachi, what do you do when your patron goes on a rather upset tirade against somebody who may or may not be completely deserving of it?
You think you can control them?
No,
You want to
of
try?
course not. Absolutely not.
Then you
She's
let
the
it
goddess
happen.
of the sun. Okay. Oh dear. That poor fellow is. Oh, he is messing with forces outside his purview. Oh no, this poor
I
man.
mean, he did it to himself.
Yes, he did it to himself.
Yep.
Just think of it as Grandnum and I tried to save him from his fate, and he somehow dodged it still. Yep.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun. Yes.
What is up? Amen.
Crumbles a new goddess.
Okay, so yeah, she's kind of just feeling so bad for this poor guy because he is about to get torn a new one. But she is kind of glad that she is going to be keeping the potentially world-ending ring safe again. This time, she's probably not going to wear it. She's probably gonna just like put it around a string on her neck or something like that.
And before she gets yelled at to wear it.
No, mine.
And before Amaterasu just like, fucking put it on. It's cursed so it can't come off of you because of shit like this.
All powerful toe ring. Oh my god. That's so good. That's so good. Oh man.
I mean, she very much could.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be a pretty good idea. Like, where is this person's power coming from? They're not wearing any rings on their hands.
On their hands.
Fuck you, bitch.
I can think of another place you could potentially wear a ring that would be very
Definitely.
difficult for me to
Oh
get
my
to.
god. Anyway, moving on. Moving on, please. Away from this conversation.
Wait,
So we don't get demonetized.
Even specifics. I could have been talking about you know, like an earring.
Definitely.
I mean, anyway. Okay, so is everyone ready?
Aye.
Andrus is still not down here.
So some people get belly button rings, you know.
That's a different kind of ring.
Fair enough.
That is a different kind of ring. Anyway, while we wait for Andrus, I am going to do a little reading if everyone is.
It's a chicken.
And nothing else.
Nothing
Okay.
else.
Okay. Shall we
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker.
Okay, so Haruka's going through the book again.
Which book? Your history book or the Shogun
Yes.
book?
The first. Former.
The former. Okay.
So she's just kind of reading about it, and she looks for any mention specifically of her name because she was the clan heir.
So, as you're reading through the book, it seems like the princess was also a very great commander, who had also who led a lot of the wars and nations that broke out after the shadowed clan of the after the Shadow Clan went and essentially waged war in the other nations and continents around where Yamashiro was. To each of the generals, there was bestowed a ring that ended up enhancing their powers and allowed them to be able to command armies with just their voices. However, once they put the ring on, if it was to ever be removed, the life force of that person would also end up perishing along with the with whoever wielded that ring, which is why it was made to not be removed.
Oh. Oh.
But if one could harness the power on there, they would have the opportunity to manipulate entire armies, which is what what was called the Warrior Princess ended up doing to completely destroy a dwarven nation that was completely that was on the opposite side of another of one of their conflicts.
She feels so bad for Crown nomination.
Seems like it might be useful for what we're going up against, though.
Yeah, that's very true. So, but the thing is, she told me to go on without it, so...
Oh, we got this.
I'm sure, but it would be a lot easier if we had it. But I digress. There's
Hey, you know what'd be funny?
about it. What?
If I gave us all tattoos like the necromancer had, so we can blend in a bit more when we get there.
I am unsure that my lady would appreciate that, but that
not...
is a very funny thought.
No, absolutely not.
Fine. Keep your plain skin.
Yes, I will.
I'll just give myself those tattoos.
From pain.
And then you'll be people might think you're a...
Might think I'm a what? A necromancer with a necromancer hand?
Yes! I mean, you already collect body parts. It's not good look.
I only collect body parts. I don't collect bodies.
That is fair.
Maybe you're trying to collect a bunch of different parts to create one body. I read a book about that once.
What, am I trying to make Franken Tarask?
Something along those lines.
Are we...
to surf better.
Yeah. Dr. Steinfrank. Yes,
Oh my
Actually, you know what? That might be interesting. Franken Tarask.
no.
That's my new goal.
Oh no. Great.
Where's Andrus?
He's sitting down and soon I did wake him.
As this conversation keeps getting worse and worse and worse, the longer interest takes.
I think at this point, Andrus is just lingering to linger. He's probably at the top of the stairs, just looking down and like...
Just hearing Mela talk about Franken Tarask.
Great, we're
like,
going to go
what?
ahead and create an abomination based off of the cut off body parts that you're all creating. Yay!
I mean,
Suno,
we have
the DM.
a head, a hand, and a tongue.
Hey, you know what? It's a start.
Suno, the
Andrus
DM,
went
not
for
allowing
Andrus.
artificers, didn't expect the warlock to become a body fisser.
Imagine for a second, you in real life actually did possess the power to use magic like a wizard in D&D, but the problem is you don't know the first thing about the weave or any of the spell components required to do so.
Oh no.
So you could, but you can't because nobody knows how.
I mean, you'd have to be the one experimenting at that point.
Well, but that's the thing. You don't know how to begin experimenting because you don't know you have it.
I mean, eventually, once you're able to start, making some kind of fucking force you can feel, you can start putting 2 and 2 together slowly.
I don't know.
Like, eventually, once you start...
Andrus, please. I wonder if he accidentally fell asleep.
Chiron's gonna go up.
Oh, no, Chiron can do it.
Yes,
Chiron.
Chiron should do it.
Chiron's gonna go up to check on Andrus. He's gonna knock on the door. Everyone's ready to go. Are you done?
Andrus is in the bathroom getting pretty. He's got his makeup to put on. A very specific shade of
Blue.
saloon blue.
Coral Blue 92.
So is it that the like a different like a public bathroom, or is it the bathrooms in the rooms?
Bathrooms are in the rooms.
Oh, the bathrooms are in the rooms. Okay.
Yes.
Chiron's gonna see if the door is locked.
The door would have been unlocked after he put his armor on.
I mean, we
so it
did
should
also
be
walk
unlocked.
in there.
We didn't walk into Andrews's room. We've been only on the outside of Andrews's room this
I
morning.
think Mala is
Look in the
assuming that
chat.
Chiron and Andrews.
Wait, what?
Like, look into Discord chat.
That was
What?
forever ago. That was a joke.
Yeah, but it's still a thing that we could still kind of carry into it.
Yeah.
To be
Wait, what?
fair,
I don't even know what I'm
Chiron
looking
has
at.
all the soap, so Andrews might
Yeah.
be showering in Chiron's shower.
I will read it off. I unmuted too slowly. I was going to say they walk in on Andrew sleeping in his bed lol, but that was just a bit, so it's okay. We missed it.
Yeah, Chiron's just gonna go stand in Andrus's room. They're having like conversations that are hurting my brain. Like he's just gonna pull the conversation through the bathroom door.
You start hearing murmuring downstairs as the party.
No, I don't think you're allowed to eat the bottom half of a centaur. I keep
Why
telling you.
not?
Chiron, you hear murmuring downstairs as it sounds like Mal is trying to collect a head and an arm and a leg, and it's just getting weirder.
No,
That would just be a torso.
wanting to make a monster made of different parts.
Mala's side quest is this.
Franken Tarask, let's go.
No.
Oh jeez!
Wait, what?
Something Exodia.
You know what? We're making that canon now.
Oh my god! Shit! Shit!
I've got
Jesus
the
of a
tongue.
dead
It's part of a
god.
head. It's not quite a head, but it's part.
They want to build monsters, and Haru's patron wants to go on a rampage against this drow. I don't know. There's a lot of talk, and I'm confused, and I just want it to get away. They wanted somebody to check on you. Chiron's gonna go flop down on a chair nearby the door.
Okay, well,
And
as
if
long
there
as
isn't a
that's
chair,
the
he's gonna
only,
drag one over, very loudly drag one over.
as long as that's the only things that came up this morning, because Andrews doesn't know about the tiefling thing and everything else before that. It's just like,
Oh,
that seems normal. I don't approve, but it
Sildar
seems normal.
came rushing at me because apparently I stole from the town hall, but I gave him 500 gold that was missing. That was from Augustine and everybody, but just to get them off my back because it wasn't me. What else? My brain.
Andrus, at that, can you do a history check for me, please?
I can do it.
Thank you.
I'm so good at history.
You're gonna do it while you're brushing your teeth. Look at that.
Okay. So as Chiron is telling you the tiefling story, you know, someone seemed to frame him. This kind of brings back a memory to you of something that happened similar with in Waterdeep with Chiron's situation before. The way that Chiron ended up getting caught the first time or being framed was something very similar, as it seemed like someone was trying to impersonate Chiron in order to put blame on him. So this is feeling oddly familiar to you.
There was something else that would happen chaotic this morning. I can't think.
What were... Andrus is going to come out. Their hair is very wet and shiny. They used the purple soap, despite the fact that it is purple, because that's apparently all we had. Like, you know, not a fan of purple, big fan of lavender. So smelling amazing. And we'll just look at Chiron. What? Goes and closes the door to Andrus's room.
I'm starting to think that Augustine might be behind it, but you know.
Well, as far as we know, Augustine's been here for how many years, but what were you accused of stealing when we re-met?
What was it, Suno? Did we ever discuss this detail?
We never discussed this. So,
500 gold from the town hall. Weird.
it was okay. Since it's a similar situation, we'll say that you were framed and accused of stealing some higher authorities like gold at that point from their personal collection inside their house.
You know, stealing gold from people. I've got better things to steal than gold.
Like 40 rings.
That cracks me up.
40 rings, a couple books. Back in Water Depot is probably their lives. You know, nothing. I really think that Augustine's behind it. He wants me gone.
Well,
I don't know
if
why
that's the
he would want
case,
me gone.
we were leaving soon anyway, so it wouldn't put me. I wouldn't put it past him to just be that dumb. If anything, it would keep you here longer, because then you'd have to go through the court system. There's
No, but see,
Thank you, Father.
I'd get arrested and put in the same cell, likely, or somewhere near Ayarno if I try to break out. Ayarno might get out.
What a roundabout way of going out of that.
suppose.
It would be a very roundabout way, but yeah, this is the way Chiron's brain thinks about things. Okay? I mean, he called out the suspiciousness with the, parents lying.
Crazy enough to work.
Well, whatever the case is, but you're not arrested currently, so looks like we're in good enough standing, and maybe just keep an eye out for anyone that follows us to our next location. Want to be wary of any other travelers.
Chiron just nods and goes towards the door. They're getting impatient. You need to hurry up.
Is that a performance roll, honey?
Sure, performance roll. Why not?
Okay, there is actually a roll specifically for this. Guys.
Okay. While you were reading through your history book, you noticed that there was a song in there that kind of triggered a memory that you remembered one of your childhood lullabies. So you started playing this very beautifully on your shamisen.
It's an instrument that requires a lot of passion, I hear. And Cal is listening, and he's like, that's very nice. I didn't know you could play an instrument.
Yes, I can. I've had this with me for a long time.
Well, keep it up. It's good ambiance.
I think.
Well, we still wait for Andress.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm just waiting for Andrews to say that they've come down. So.
I was going to, but then we were doing a little ditty.
Yeah, no, that's
so
totally
I thought
fine.
the little ditty would go.
Yeah. No, I mean, as you're coming down, you can hear the little ditty.
Hell yeah. Little ditty.
the little deity.
Why did I read that in Grand's voice? Grandma's tomb contains no pathetically animated corpse parts, but it does contain.
Well, I was going to ask, but now you're down 500 gold. It's a little less convenient. The town is in need of more tourism, I think. So I offered to help clean up that tavern that the Red Brands mysteriously stopped using for no reason. And it's got a little spa next to it. I thought that could be lovely if maybe we invested some money to fix it up. Maybe if we invested in the town, maybe they would be a bit more accepting of creatures of different caste, and maybe that could give them a place to go. I've already got a tavern keep possibly lined up, so I thought
Have we gotten
maybe you would want
downstairs yet?
to.
Or
Yeah, I would say at this point,
is
yeah.
okay.
happening as we walk.
Remind me when we get back. I'll give you what I got left.
Can I see? Is that resources? Is it one? No, it's in prompt channel. No, it's not. It's in campaign question. We need to change campaign questions to just names.
Yeah, at this point, I know.
Right, there was Shield.
Meanwhile, Callie wishes he learned comprehend languages, because that would be super useful with the Red Wizard spellbook.
Is Elsa around?
Elsa has been kind of cleaning up from the
And just walks down and sees like 15 bowls worth of food and thinks,
so
okay.
Elsa's starting to clean up from, especially in Chiron's section that has so many bowls of food that were devoured.
Like, Chiron really needs to get better at just using the same bowl again.
Yes.
What's a new bowl every time? Special. Otherwise, the old food touches the new food. Can't handle it. I will go down to Elsa. Morning, Elsa. Is there any breakfast left? Maybe something to go on the road.
She kind of sighs for a second. Hi, if your friend would stop eating me dry, I might be able to actually have a decent amount of food for people. Give me a few minutes. I'll whip up something for you.
Right.
Shouldn't you be happy that you're getting so much business? Like,
from one person, maybe, but considering Sildar's been footing your bill, and I owe Sildar a lot, I haven't been getting much from you eating, at least.
Well, speaking of, Andrus will go into their coin pouch and
Sildar's
get out
been footing the bill
gold.
for Chiron. That's nice for him.
Technically, for all of you.
I
Very
was
nice.
Because of you,
thinking.
Callie.
What was that?
I said
because
Callie.
of Callie.
Not Allie.
Oh, I heard Allie.
That makes more sense. I heard Allie as well. Yeah. I was thinking. I haven't any experience on how long it takes to slay a dragon, so I was going to leave. I think a deposit. I thought would be good for the inn repair, the tavern repairs. Seeing how your sister has reluctantly agreed that might be a good avenue to venture down, that maybe you could just use it for any resources and needs that come up during, maybe hire a hand or two if you can't get enough volunteers. And then just, it can pay for your restock, and then you can provide lunches to them and such. You can just take what you need.
It's not a bad idea. I already know that my sister already has grabbed quite a few volunteers to go and help out with that effort. Actually, they're probably already over there starting to do some work. So everyone seemed excited to have another tavern reopened up and usable, especially with that hot spring on the side. So I'll gladly take whatever. That way I can use the resources to help them out.
Well, while they're building the business, you can drum up some more of your own by proving how good your food is. They might finish building the inn and then the tavern and still only come here for their food.
I could run a food festival for them. And you see the dwarven's eyes kind of start glistening. I haven't cooked for that many people. Oh, and then she runs in the kitchen, and you start hearing a bunch of like quills and stuff being grabbed as she throws a giant like piece of paper and starts jotting down like menu ideas for a festival. Oh, this is such a brilliant idea. Oh, imagine all of the customers I can get, and I can use my cooking chops, and then she really starts scrambling down like 50,000 different notes.
While
That's what you're gonna do. Any posters you finished or flyers you finished before we head out, hand them over and I'll pass them to people heading in this direction.
It might
Yes,
take
we
me a
should.
little bit because I have to make the menu first, but probably by the time you get back, I'll have a bunch of flyers you can hang up around town.
Sounds good to me.
while this interaction's going on, Chiron's gonna run back upstairs to get the last of his gold bag and bring it down for Andrus. There was 33 gold in it for Andrus.
You hand it to Andrus, and like Andrus is prepared for a great amount of weight, and then it's just like normal. It's okay. You can keep it. This is probably going to be needed on the way, I feel.
Chiron's just gonna be like, sure. Then walk behind Andrus and reverse pickpocket it into back.
Sleight of hand check, please. You successfully do it.
Yeah.
Why do I hear an odd beeping sound coming from my pocket?
It's like Baldur's Gate 3, you just reverse pickpocket 47 oil barrels and 1 explosive barrel.
Oh my gosh. I need to do that.
You could do that and then also do like some bugged versions of like some there's a boss that launches like these bombs that explode in your inventory after a certain amount of time, but you can bug them by putting into a bag and they don't explode
That's
until
amazing.
you take them out of the bag. So you put the bag in the opponent's inventory and then you take it out of the bag.
There's also a bar stool, a cursed bar stool that if you sit on it, it it gives you a lot of strength, but it only works while you sit on it. But then if you smash the bar stool, it turns into 4 bar leg, like stool legs. And when you pick up these legs, they automatically get equipped to your weapon slot. So if you reverse pickpocket them into NPCs things, you can then steal their weapon because it swaps it.
I didn't know it was cursed.
I mean, it's magic. I don't know. It's cursed in that you have to use it if the moment you pick it up.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you know you can? Never mind. Let's focus on
You
the
have
game.
dragon display.
All right.
No
So
gear upgrades.
so you all gather whatever belongings and stuff that you need, and all exit the tavern. You don't notice too many. There's a couple of people out and about, seeming to mind their own business. As you start seeing a couple start heading towards the Sleeping Giant Inn, and it sounds like there's a little bit of construction and stuff going on over there. While most people are just kind of wandering around the town doing their thing. It is a couple of days trip to get to get to your next location. It will take you 4 days.
I cast frick. Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
It is going to be a beautiful, sunshiny day today.
Awesome.
Right, well, let's get our horses and be on our way.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if the
Alright.
horses have anything interesting to say. I say thee, nay.
Calibrate, I was unaware you had such humor.
I read it in a book somewhere.
That was
Don't-
quite funny.
I don't know. I just... It seemed a little poetic, so I ran with it.
Well done.
Like
Also,
horses
Andrus
run.
does not know that Sildar and the bugbears are apparently coming with.
Oh, Andrus, I am. Excuse me, my brain
Good morning.
kind of had
11
a bit
PM.
of a stalling there. The bugbears and come on, you just heard the name, brain. Come on,
Sildar?
Sildar and the bugbears will be coming with us, or so I hear.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
No, they're
Thought they
staying to
were.
guard the town. Sildar might come with us when we go to Cragmaw. That's what I heard.
I must have been so engrossed in my reading that I misheard. Ignore me.
Oh, okay. So what are we doing today?
Dragon.
Dragon.
Or something
Right.
like that.
You're doing
What
a
are you doing
dragon?
a dragon
And how-
today?
We're doing it. Fuck yeah.
Well, we are in a way.
Bard, party,
king,
bard,
even-
party.
Just like, I mean, are you-
Are you?
do you count as a dragon?
I count as half of one, I think.
And
We
you're
have
okay
to,
Got to
with
be
got
that?
it.
honest, I think by most people's standards you would be rather attractive, but I prefer books.
Understandable. I love books.
Ignoring the fact that Callie thinks that Haru is less attractive than a book, are you
honestly, I
okay
understand.
with
I
with
understand.
fighting a dragon?
Well, yes, it is
We're
not
most likely fighting the dragon. We might be able to talk them out of it.
I get that.
What if we were to convince them to attack Cragmaw Castle? Might make things easier for us.
Well, that would absolutely make things easier for us. We would still have to contend with it eventually, as chromatics are very evil, and no thank you.
To each their own. We were told to get it out of the town, not necessarily to kill it. So if that is
want
the
its
way we have to
scales.
do it, that is the way we have to do it.
I just
Ooh, can you
assume at
imagine?
this point you
It
all
is a
want to
black
kill.
dragon we are pursuing, yes?
Green.
Oh,
And also,
Ooh.
someone's trying to speak.
apologies.
I forgot what I said. That's fine.
Oh no.
It is this point that you all something.
At this point, I assume you're all.
At this point, I just assume your all your first plans are just to kill it.
Me?
Quite
No.
possibly.
Look, I
No.
can't help it. I want the fucking dragon scale armor.
To be fair, with the you would cut quite a dashing figure.
Who would... Can you even wear such armor?
Yes.
It would be quite heavy.
As long
I
as the
would
skilled
think.
enough person is making it, and it don't get like full armor, I should be
You don't-
fine.
You don't
Suppose if you
have
made it of
very many
hide
people
instead
more
of
skilled than
fire.
Nanine.
That's my point. If she can't make it light enough for me to wear it properly, no one can.
Well, I've only heard horror stories of dealing with dragons, so you two are expert on this. And my
I've read a great many tales of adventurers going head to head with dragons. Some of them go well, others not. But in
I mean,
this
that's to be
case,
expected in any
if we
case.
could, I believe the travel will take a few days. If anyone has any magic that can protect against poison, it would be remiss of you to not prepare it on the journey there.
Is there? Oh, Chiron's
Hmm.
just gonna have a moment where everything sinks in. He's like, Chiron's been like, Caliban's really been pushy about poison. What the heck? Why? Keep in mind, this poor boy ain't never dealt with a dragon before. He probably doesn't even care about dragons.
He probably doesn't even think about the fact that they might have an elemental breath. And he's just like,
Yeah, all he wants is the horde.
he's sitting there just like, I want to know what the fuck weapons he's got.
But that was 100% in character. Chiron kind of just educated himself in his own head.
He just realized, oh.
So suddenly I feel like we need to find Sildar to get that gold back.
It'll be fine. I think. They didn't really mention the size of this dragon either, did they? That could be a pretty big...
It could be small. It could be a small dragon.
I hope it's a small dragon.
You never know.
The bigger ones can only really be dealt with by legendary heroes, or at least...
Hey, we could be legendary heroes. You don't know that.
No,
I don't feel like a very legendary hero right now. I just feel... I honestly feel like...
Deceived.
Everything I am was wrong, but...
Deceived!
No, that's normal.
It's normal to be gaslit your entire life.
Yes, as somebody who has been gaslit my entire life, yes.
That is not normal.
Well,
Then go down to the minor exchange and start there.
For the first time ever, I think, I'm actually somewhat excited to see this through. Slaying a dragon is one surefire way to ensure that, people will remember your name when you're gone.
I mean, yeah. But I'm sure many people would remember your names if you're, like us and going after our dragon. Regardless of whether we live or not.
Don't remind me. This could very well end in our deaths, but I would like at least some of us to survive, and...
I mean, that's the ideal situation, yeah.
Any preparations we can make would be, conducive to such a thing. Can he remember... Has he read enough to know, what the pattern is of a green dragon's breath open? Like you said, we automatically know it's poison.
Yes.
But do we know, if it's like a line or a cone?
That you're unsure of. You just know that they can spew poison breath based on their breath is based on their color. Whether it is in a line or a cone, you have no idea. Especially
basic dragon fighting tactics.
Especially none of you have ever really
up at all. Try to stay so far apart that it would have a hard time getting close to more than one individual. Then also be wary of the wings. They are capable of knocking you back. At least I hope these books that I read were good enough. There was something about striking where the twin rivers meet, but I think that was something more specific.
Something about the princess in the highest room in the tallest tower.
Oh no, that was just a fairy tale. Don't worry about that.
There's a princess in a castle. Oh my gosh, it's just like me.
All right, well, real talk. I do have access to 2 potential safeguards.
There we go.
One's just for me, though. The other I can put on someone else.
Oh goodness. Speaking of princesses,
If you're talking
guess what I
absorb
just found
elements
out
as
today?
one of them, no, absorb elements doesn't do poison.
So, speaking of princesses and castles and towers,
I have 1 safeguard. All right, what are you trying to say, Haru?
apparently I'm royalty. What?
Your mic broke up really bad.
Apparently I am royalty. Apparently.
Well, look at that.
They called me a princess. She holds up the book.
That's... Well, I don't think it... Does it really matter the grand scheme of things if you're
I
a
suppose
princess
not,
of a kingdom that no longer exists?
I suppose not. It was just a rather surprising thing I read. And what? I
She'll only
was
be
not
calling you
expecting
Your
that.
Highness from now on.
Please
or-
don't.
All right, Your Majesty.
It almost has as much import as having famous adventure parents who have been gaslighting all of the land.
Oh dang.
Don't remind me. We don't even know if that's true or not. Perhaps these people's memories have just been altered in the same way that the green magic keeps stealing places.
Maybe. My money's on they're gaslighting everyone.
If
Well,
only
at
we could
least you
find
are
this
the owner
bard
of a
that...
ring that
If only we could find this bard they mentioned.
right? But at least think of it this way: you do not have the weight of the entire world's fate on your shoulders because of a ring.
Would it be
You
our
don't-
fingers?
You don't actually know that. We very much might. Do you even have any idea how powerful the Forge of Spells is?
Help.
You can create any magic item that you can imagine there. At least that's what the stories say.
I don't know if I should be trusted with this power.
Wars were fought over it.
Yes, they were.
Or we could just be getting gaslit that this thing even exists in the first place.
I mean, it is a story after all.
I mean, the whole of Fandolin exists because of it. Like, I don't think that you can fake something quite like that.
Watch, the whole thing was just gaslit because everyone thought this thing existed, so they just built this place around it.
Harka,
Chicken,
meanwhile,
egg.
is paying attention to like.
There's
the
also
sky.
these weird things with all these green goblins with the weird goblins that are apparently about with the green magic around them. And how that seems to correlate with the green magic that steals things and places somehow.
Hey, we have a lot on our shoulders, but I think we can.
I'm sure you did.
How you
I'm just
doing,
waiting for Mal to
Storm?
come back from the bathroom. That's all.
You
How you
guys
doing,
have a lot
Storm?
on your
Caliban reaches
shoulders.
down and gives his horse some scritches behind the ears.
Aw.
And like on the bottom of the chin where the horses really like it.
What was that, Karen?
I said you guys have a lot on your shoulders. I could leave whenever I want. I have nothing in this.
But you wouldn't
That-
want to.
that is
You
very
put
true.
Andrus behind.
Chiron's just gonna look at Haru slowly and go, "Would I?"
I mean, I could leave too, but
I am just saying, you two seem rather
don't
close,
think-
and I honestly cannot imagine one without the other.
you jest about leaving. You realize I almost have like 3 times by
Oh yes,
now,
I am
right?
fully real. I fully realize this. Yours is a tale for the bards, in fact. Finding yourself surrounded by 2 500-year-old beings who, one of which has no memory of her past.
5,000.
Right, 5,000. Sorry, my math is wrong.
Just an extra 0. It's fine.
Look, there's a big difference between 500 and 5,000. At 500, you haven't had your midlife crisis yet. At 5,000, you're starting it. So that's why you're dealing with everything you are. You're just starting your five.
I thought you couldn't read. How do you know what 5,000 is?
I know what 5,000 gold is
Literacy
versus
does not
500
equate
gold.
to math.
Whatever.
Caliban.
I can
Because
count.
he's illiterate does not mean he is stupid.
Now Malice sitting down. We've just been like bantering, waiting for you. You know, we had some shade thrown. Someone threatened to leave the party. Friendly banter, as always.
I've been beginning to wonder if being abnormal is a requirement for adventurers.
Well, I think Kremnon and I are special cases.
I'm just a tiefling who wants to eat food. There's nothing abnormal about me.
You could get food without adventuring.
Did you see how much I eat? What job could I do to make money enough to feed me?
Other
You're
than
not
adventuring.
even paying for that.
Because
that's the
of me
point.
adventuring.
Well, because of you adventuring with him. But that's
Yes.
besides the point. Because of adventuring, we don't have to pay for this food.
Oh, by the way, my lady did say that there might be an artifact where we're going associated with my clan, so if anyone finds something interesting, please let me know.
Duly noted.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just in case I do not know.
All right.
Onward.
Is everyone ready to do a little bit of traveling?
Heck yeah.
Cool. All right. Let me put you back on the map over here.
When there's a place you gotta go.
I'm the one you need to know. Where's my horse? There it is. Okay. Where's
Interest
my
is
horse?
typing.
Where's my horse? Yeah, I see Andrus is typing.
The way you're saying that makes me think of the map from Dora the Explorer, and I don't know why.
That is the point.
That's
It's
the
a
point.
joke.
Where's
Mhm.
the horse? Where's the horse? Where's the horse? Where's the horse?
All right. So a couple things to note about your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Your journey will take you past your good old goblin friend, because Thunder Tree is quite a ways off. So you're all in Findalen, where I have the lovely horse again. Let me change colors here. Actually, let's do.
Yellow.
Sure, we'll do yellow. All right. So what you'd have to do is go up this way, which brings you back to good old Tribord Trail, and head past where your good old goblin buddy was, and to what is called the High Road. Then you will have to take the High Road for a couple of days, following up here, which then eventually you'll have to. Oh my god! If I can move this over. which eventually you'll have to steer off a little bit to the right of Neverwinter. I don't know why that turned to green. Hello. Which Thunder Tree happens to be all the way over here, so it is quite the journey.
Hmm.
Oh.
Like I said, it'll take about 4 days to get over there.
Whoa.
Good thing we have horses.
You do have
Yes.
horses, so it should be a slightly easier path. But this would be your opportunity to go visit your good goblin buddy if you would like to.
Paget.
Since you are passing by. Yes, Paget, since his hideout is very close by where I circled.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Shall we pay a visit to Paget?
I mean, we're passing by anyways. We may as well, right?
Yes, we may as well say hello.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. See how things are going.
All right, so 5, 10, 15. All right,
Surprised Mel is just agreeing with us. What the heck?
Right?
She wants us to see her handiwork.
Hold on. 1 second. Boo, 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 boo.
Someone's got the zoomies and he's stuck in the fucking handle of a paper bag. I'll be right
Aw.
back.
God damn it, Beanie.
Scenes.
Oh my
All right. So
Yeah.
while that is happening, I will roll my die just to see if anything happens because it'll take about a day to get to where Paget is. So
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Um,
his back leg was wrapped in it.
Oh my
Aw.
god.
oh, that's not good.
I'll be right
Beans.
back. I do need some water.
That's okay.
Yeah, cats. Am I right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, someone else is getting water. I may as well get some water too.
All right.
Wait, that's art.
I'm not getting up to get out.
I mean, it is art, but no.
It's
Where
called
is
hentai, and
the
it's
other
art.
Not incorrect.
Is this the right one? Yes, it is. There we go. Okay.
Technically the truth.
Yeah, you're right. I'll wait until they come back.
I'm still a little bit concerned about some other things I've heard.
Mm.
It goes very counter to things that I've written for years, and I'm like, what?
What was this? Oh, good. This is what I thought it was. Okay.
I shall make an intelligence check for no reason.
Yay! That's fun.
Man, that was a good roll. I should have saved that.
Hello.
Hello.
I have returned.
Cool.
Welcome back.
Oh.
I think we're just still waiting on.
Mal is sitting down.
Okay. Is everyone back?
She doesn't have her earbuds in, but she's no Mal. Hold on.
While we're on the way, Andrus would discuss with Callie what kind of poison protection we would want. I can I can protect one person from a lot of things, poison being in that category. It's a bit risky, as any they will take a lot less damage, and take damage hopefully less often. But anything they do then take will be reflected onto me.
Oh,
Um,
well, that's not quite what I was imagining.
and that's the only protection from like the
What?
negative effects, the short-term effects of poison. The like real hurt, bone hurty stuff. But I can also cancel out poison after it has taken effect, but again, that is singular target, and it what doesn't protect from the actual initial pain of
I think
any
you're
attacks.
I think you're missing something. Hold on, let me look through mine. I'm not the most familiar with your style of magic, but I could have sworn there was something that that just works, but I'm trying not to metagame here, but there's literally a spell in the cleric list.
I misread that one. It does protect from the damaging element as well. I thought it just neutralized. I only read the first part, and then I thought it was upcasting as the
Protection from
second
poison?
blurb. Yes.
I
I
have that too.
can.
It won't. It might not be the perfect solution, but any edge we could get will be beneficial, I think. And I would ask that you put it on someone like Haruka. Someone who's... Or yourself. Someone who can pick the rest of us back up after you... if we all go down.
We all go down together.
Is Mala back, I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Welcome back.
So about halfway through the first day, you guys kind of make it a little bit like halfway to Craigmaw. And on your way over, you end up seeing, kind of in the middle of the road, a familiar face that you saw a while ago in one of your first encounters.
That could be many faces.
It's that same ogre who you pissed off earlier, and he's just kind of sleeping in the middle of the road. That you avoided, yes.
We avoided with darkness and sword flashes, yes.
Yes.
We all take our horses, go up to him, go meep meep, and run away.
But there is a sleeping ogre in the middle of the road. It's just one single solitary ogre who is just sleeping. You do recognize this is the same one that you ran away from a couple of days ago.
Folks, I don't think it's a good idea to leave him there. He might harass some...
Yeah, what if he gets hit by a car? It's dangerous to sleep in the middle of the road.
I would need it.
That club of his.
You made a joke.
I made a joke, guys.
You made a joke, but he was muted.
I said the urge to meme is hard. Chiron's gonna pull out his pan flute.
God. What are you doing with your pan flute?
I'm waiting to see one stops it.
Is anyone going to stop this? Because I will allow this to happen.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna sit there and be like, okay, hold on. At least let me get past first.
I heard a story about you play music on a flute to move sleeping giants out of the road.
Didn't they get angry in that story when you woke up?
Grumpy, as a matter of fact.
I don't. Do you think I paid attention that far?
Did start a con? And I don't think we have any iron bands of whatever they're called. The ball you throw and it turns into binds that lock up a creature. So I think I don't know if that's the wisest way to do this, but I would rather not leave it to harass people on the road either way. It is kind of our job to keep these roads safe as lion shields, after all.
Does the ogre have a half-eaten apple that restores HP every turn?
Oh my god. You know what? Yes, he does. You see that?
It just
You
restores
see
1
that he's wearing
HP
a
each
little
turn.
necklace, and you see that there's like a half-eaten apple on it.
I mean, I could try to sneak over there and get it while it's asleep still.
Chiron, put your token out, please. Then
Oh, I
The
should
out.
have
tokens are
prepared
all
fast for
out.
that.
They're all
fight.
up here.
they are.
Yeah, it's the same map.
Yeah, they're over here.
Oh fuck! Bring him back. Like, okay, you guys are supposed to be over here.
Oh,
Over there,
Yeah.
got it.
oh,
Thank you.
hold on.
Right here.
Got it. Move my
Yeah,
page.
we'll say about
Okay.
Somewhere in that area.
Chiron's gonna slip off of his
Wait.
horse.
There we go.
Aren't we-
Okay,
aren't we
so-
traveling west? Shouldn't we be on the other side?
I
I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't
My-
really matter.
Yeah.
Matters
We'll
to
look
me.
at the map later.
All right, fine. Put your tokens on the other side. Then. It's fine. Move
Fine, I'm over here
there.
now.
Somebody
Meanwhile,
just
going on,
blow
like,
up
nah,
in
fuck it, I'm
outer
going over
space.
here. I'm gonna do my own
Where's
thing.
Andrus?
Andrus is
Hiding behind
dead.
He was
No.
he was
Hiding behind.
Oh no!
Oh, the drama's starting. Chiron will remember that.
All right, so you're sneaking up to this thing.
Yeah, here, have
Do your stealth.
Why is Nella's token bigger?
Yes.
It's
it's
always
been like this for the
It's been like
I'm
that
not
for a
gonna
bit.
even. You know what? Let me roll just in case. I doubt like that will.
I mean, versus a net.
That did not
20.
do what I wanted to do.
Ogre check.
Oracle check.
Yep, it's an ogre.
Fuck did that do that?
Yep, looks like an ogre to me.
It looks like an ogre to
Me,
me
I'm
indeed.
Oracle.
Does it smell like an ogre?
It smells like an ogre too.
Does it taste like an ogre?
It might.
I licked the
want
ogre.
to
No, I'm
taste
kidding.
an ogre.
Lick the ogre.
God.
What does ogre taste like?
Probably sweat and dirt.
Pig stomach
Ugh.
stuffed with. Anyway.
No eating ogre. Just no.
Jesus.
I mean, you never know. It could be
Um,
tasty.
Chiron,
I
make sure
mean,
not
I-
to
You're
get your
evil.
wings out.
Stop.
It's got plenty of fat.
Mm,
Think
Alright,
about how
hold on.
juicy that meat would be.
No.
So anyway, I
Oof.
started
Yeah,
blasting.
no,
No,
you're good.
So I sneak over and I'm gonna pull out my blade and try to slit its throat.
Goddamn.
Okay. Go ahead and do a attack roll with advantage.
Shame you're not an assassin.
Cool. That is a
14. Do you
that
have
is
any
a hit.
additives
so,
to do?
But no, that's it for that.
Not that
yeah,
it matters.
so-
You
So
do
that's a
get-
hit. So go ahead and roll for damage plus sneak attack plus
Yep,
whatever
sneak
else.
attack
you
damage
have.
as well.
Well, that kind of sucked.
I mean, still 9 damage.
All right. So you do stab the ogre. You do try to stab the ogre in the throat, but this thing is kind of tall, so you end up getting its gut instead. As it wakes up, sees that you're there, and tries to grab you.
I think we're in initiative now.
Roll
'cause
for
I'm drawing my
initiative,
blade.
please. Let me get the
Alrighty.
initiative thing open.
We're
Beautiful.
playing the feud.
All right.
Is it clear?
It was not cleared. Hold on. Don't roll yet.
Oh,
Looks clear to me.
It's clear
Yeah, I
now.
didn't see anything.
Okay.
There was stuff on
Uh,
there before,
You can
Damn.
tell if it doesn't have the text on it.
and there was text on there a minute ago.
I ain't got shit.
Didn't let me update my.
I was sitting there prepared to fucking.
Okay, because it doesn't matter. I'm still in the same spot, but it
I was
matters.
sitting there
if-
ready to just darkness again. Just like, nah, I don't want to fight this. And then suddenly we're already fighting it. I'm just like, what?
Yep. So,
Somebody's been impatient that we always just stand there for 10 minutes deciding what to do with things when we can just stab it and get it over with.
so as soon as you stab it, I am going to go a little bit out of turn order for here, just because of the way my brain is functioning and thinking of this. So he's going to attempt to grab you. Can you make a dex save for me, please? All right. Seeing that this giant ogre's hand is starting to come towards you, you're able to leap back before he has a chance to grab you. And
It's
now,
what?
What?
Nothing. Carry on.
Did I say something weird?
Only a little
don't know.
bit with like a brief pause, but like no.
Oh, okay. I thought I did for a second. I was like, what? All right. And with that, it is Graham Num's turn.
It
When
could be
Chiron-
turned into something weird if you do the whole Cyberpunk 2077 cut thing.
Oh
Dear
my.
Lord.
When Chiron dodges it, he's gonna stick his tongue out at it.
The ogre growls and gets up with his club, ready to pulverize all of you.
Transform!
You're doing your ox form.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's see. All right, Ox. Let me take. Oh, get out of here. Get the character sheet up. Hello, Ox. Okay. Let's see. And I will move 1, 2, 3.
Ox.
There.
Just ox.
Just
Ox.
Yes, ox.
We're gonna
No
ox
Graham
down
Nom,
there.
only Ox.
Is it an ox cable?
Oh my god.
All
All right.
right, that was my turn.
Beautiful. Haru, you're
Only
up.
if he's a time traveler that interacts with Deadpool a lot.
The last Haru can really only get to here.
Okay.
Wait, he is technically a time traveler.
Technically, you're right.
But then
Everyone's
she's
a time
gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead and
So anyway, I started blasting.
Exactly.
hey, that Eldritch Blast does hit, so go ahead and roll for damage.
Nice.
Cool.
I get 2 rays.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. I haven't.
I'm surprised neither of you have Ag Blast though. That's what makes me a little weirded out.
Babe.
I know
I'm-
you're in Blade Lock, but I'm talking about the other one.
So as
Joke's
the
on you,
ogre
Chain.
tries to grab Chiron. Oh my god. Beautiful for that. Our Haru Eldritch blasts him right in the chest, which causes him to stagger a little bit behind and start growling at Haru. Haru is the next target when the ogre's turn comes. Chiron, you're up.
Haruka has her katana coalesce in her.
We're
and
just
does this.
gonna go for another stab.
Okay.
Let's go.
That is a hit. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll for damage.
And you do get sneak. Yep.
Damn.
All right, beautiful. See if my math is correct here.
You gotta be faster than that. Come on.
Why do I have to be faster than
No,
that?
he's taunting the
Oh,
ogre.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm
Yeah, because
sorry.
he just dodged and then like get fucking blasted, and he's like, "Dang, you ain't able to dodge shit."
So the ogre again like growls in pain for over there, but refocuses his efforts on Chiron. He looks like he's about ready to pounce on him. Calibrand.
He's gonna move up. Raiding the horse to get about here.
Okay.
Dismount using half of his movement to be in front of his horse, and then he is going to throw. He is not playing this time. I'm just gonna straight up do this.
Nice.
Oh, magic missile. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay.
That's 8 damage total.
Yep.
It's not a lot, but
Hey, it's something.
I mean,
So 3
it's
missiles.
guaranteed.
8.
Go ahead and start flying at the ogre and hit him kind of in his all 3 of them into the arm where his club was, causing the ogre kind of wince in pain and look around and realize how many people that he's actually having to deal with. As he angrily growls, he goes ahead and looks at Chiron and smashes his great club in the air to try to hit him. Let's see what we have here. Boop. That worked out so great. But he's a little bit frazzled from all of the things coming after him. That he swings the great club towards Chiron, but it entirely misses as Chiron does a very fancy sidestep as you hear a giant thump kind of go towards the side of Chiron as it leaves a giant like crater-sized club into the middle of the road as he raises it back up and growls. Mala, you're up.
All right. Let's see. We'll go here. And then, can you guess what I'm about to do?
Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Of course. That totally hits.
Reliable.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
All reliable most of the time.
Yeah.
3.
as another pew pew goes ahead and smashes him everywhere with Eldritch Blast and just you're all just like destroying this poor ogre who's just asleep in the middle of the road minding his own business.
Yeah, we could have probably drawn it off the road.
Probably.
If it dies on the road, it's gonna die and then fall, and I don't think we can move it.
You certainly did.
No,
And
you
just
guys
like-
we have forces. We
violence.
definitely could.
You
Oh,
guys
totally.
didn't choose violence. Chiron chose violence. There's a difference.
I mean,
Andrews, you're up. The
Yes,
turn order
yes,
got a little
ooh.
weird, so I'm just gonna have Andrews go now.
I'm just gonna run 60 feet.
Okay.
And kind of just insert myself next to Chiron, hoping that, you know, the squishy boy does not get hit instead. Give it a more heavily armored target, and then also it stops it from running forward
Fair enough.
against
enough.
like toward other people. That's all I can do. I have
Okay.
no bonus action.
Beautiful. Gramnom, you're up.
It's time.
Just be careful because you can
Yeah,
potentially smash
you
into
do
other
have
people.
someone in front of you.
That's
That's
fine.
okay.
Okay.
I
Cool.
I moved
Just an added battering ram.
exactly. I moved exactly just in case of
Did
this.
that guy actually get hit in that, or is he doing a magic trick? I can't tell.
First, I will trot this way,
Okay. Okay.
and then
The way people are just immediately jumping up makes me think he actually got hit.
Yeah, no, he gets
and
hit.
then
You can see his
I
like
will
clothing on the edge of the screen.
right. I'll dig in my hooves, point my horns directly at the ogre, and then charge! 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is enough to trigger Gore's special ability.
Oh, fun.
So first, I have to hit.
That is.
Yep.
I think if that's a green number, that's a natural.
I mean, yeah,
22.
that's
Yes,
a
it
nat 20.
is.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
finally. Okay, so at base, that does 1d6 plus 4. And because
Okay.
I moved at least 20 feet straight towards them, it's an extra 2d6. So
Nice.
3d6 plus 4. And I'm not sure what happens with crits, I forget.
And
But
you do to double the dice, so 66 plus 4.
holy crap! Did I just fireball this ogre?
You
So
kind of
at
did,
minimum,
yes.
at minimum 6 damage. At max, like
One
36.
target.
Holy fuck.
What happens when it's not enough?
28 damage.
Holy fuck. Okay.
As I
So-
just pierce my horns into this ogre.
How do you want to kill it, Gramnom?
Preferably by pushing it off the road.
Right?
Ox.
Exactly. Right.
Ox
Okay,
power!
so I will. So I'll just like.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Auxiliary powered.
Auxiliary powered. Right. So my horns will pierce the ogre, and then I'll like I'll like lift it up or something with my head, and I'll toss it to the side.
I'm starting to
Beautiful.
wonder why I ever have anxiety playing with y'all. This is so much fun.
So to make it even more like interesting from here, the ogre, while he was charging, saw that you're doing it, was held up its great club to try to
Yeah.
block it. However, because of the sheer force of your charge, it ends up breaking the club in half, you being piercing it right in its chest, and with your over exuberant power, you end up lifting it and just tossing it off to the side as it falls limp and completely dies.
Hell yes. I let out a triumphant moo. Moo.
All right, real quick.
Get out the way. Finally! Finally! I succeeded on a
Certainly
gore
one way to take
attack.
care of it.
All right,
That's
real quick. I'm gonna
certainly one way to
walk
do
over,
this.
Oh no.
walk over, and I want to see if that necklace does anything cool.
Okay, it's just a necklace, but the necklace has a half-eaten apple that was literally just half-eaten by this orc.
Ogre?
Or ogre, sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I'm taking the necklace. Also a finger.
Also a
Okay,
finger.
you claim a finger, you claim a necklace, and you also have the half-eaten apple that is slowly rotting away.
The
Amazing.
leftovers.
The leftovers.
You see, here's the problem. You didn't. You're looking in the wrong place for the magic one. You don't get the leftover in any games that you're dealing with a Snorlax on a road. You don't get leftovers from the Snorlax. You get it from finding it in a trash can in a certain restaurant.
Like
I am
Yeah,
now
I,
just,
I think I
tavern
can
that
feed
you're
this to my
rebuilding.
Pokemon.
I'm now just gathering the parts to make the Manju of 1,000
The
hands.
abomination at this point.
No, Manju of 1,000 hands specifically.
Manju of 1,000 hands. All right.
Ignore
you
that one of the
continue-
hands just an ogre's finger.
Wow. Oh, I did not want to move that entire thing. I just want to move the horse.
Well,
All
I
right.
mean, ogres have pretty big hands, so
Yeah, all I could take
That
was
is
a
true.
finger.
Okay, no encounter for the rest of the trip over there, but you do find yourself at Craigmaw again. So you start going towards the familiar path of where you guys were before. I guess I will put you over into this fun little map that used to be part of. I guess you can all just move your cursors back to the entrance over there. That'd be perfect.
Somewhere over this direction.
Old Andrus.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, old Mallet.
Oh,
too.
I'm starting to wonder if Mala even knows about those episodes. They could be just things that are happening that
Where are
Mala's
we going?
memories
Meeting?
are being erased.
Over here.
out of
You're
it.
in this area again as you're walking through
Okay.
Craigmaw. Because I'm assuming you want
Oh,
to stop at
Andreas,
Craigmaw, right?
hello. How are you? You wanna join my square?
Hey, let me in on this too.
Don't make it weird.
Where am I?
I mean,
Where
she
at?
does bring
I'm a
extra
halfling,
hands
I
to the
can-
party.
Hello.
There we go.
The old version of everyone's out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. 'cause
Except
this was
you.
a while ago.
And Andrus.
So
Well, no, I switched myself because I was inside the cave still.
So at the entrance, you do see two of the goblins, who are part of Pichette's crew. You do notice that they are, they look kind of relatively the same, almost like they're, you see a little bit of like red war paint on them. They look like they've been thriving pretty well. Both the goblins kind of see your party approaching and is like, "Intruders! What are you doing here?"
We're
Don't
friends
worry,
of
remember
Paget.
us.
Paget.
Oh my god, that was too many voices at the same time for me to handle.
I think we were basically all saying the same thing, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't worry, we're friends of Paget's.
You friends with King Paget?
We
Hi.
were the ones that helped him become king, actually.
So you all must be the mysterious travelers who brought King Paget to his glory.
Yes,
Quite.
exactly.
Would you
are.
like me to grab our fearless leader?
We
Yes.
would like to say hello, yes.
Yeah, why not?
As you see the
We
goblin
just came
kind
to
of
visit, you know.
as the goblin kind of runs in the cave for a minute. And a little whiles after, you see a familiar goblin who looks absolutely normal with his yellow skin and shortness and nothing of the weird things that I had mentioned to Mala a while ago. You see Paget kind of approaching over there with a little bone crown on his head. As he comes out and is like, Paget friends back! Paget, so glad to see you all!
Good to see you too.
We were traveling through the area and thought we'd stop by. How are things here in Cragmaw Cave?
Place not called Craigmaw Cave. Place is called Paget Cave now.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Paget be good leader, and we thrive in here now. The wolves not hungry, the goblins not hungry. Paget best ruler. So at least that's what goblins have said.
Oh, that's good. That's
Exactly.
great.
They are not wrong.
They're not, but Paget very happy with his new power and authority. Paget has become super strong! As he kind of tries to flex one of his muscles that looks absolutely the most pathetic thing you've ever seen before. Paget, so much
Well
stronger
done.
from the last time we saw you.
We have
Them
good
bars.
news.
Oh?
Phandalin is working on forming a coalition of monstrous quote-unquote folk and a set of adventurers.
Paget don't trust crazy Phandalin place. Every time
No.
Paget send goblins, they come back dead or never come back at all.
I don't blame you for not trusting them, honestly.
I understand that, yes.
Besides, when weird green goblins appear all the time near Phandalin and then run away, Paget don't trust green goblins.
Mm-hmm. That does
I-
sound pretty spooky.
I've not been trusting them much myself. Some weird things have been happening.
Weird things? Like what?
An entire cave just disappeared overnight.
Are you
Well,
sure
cave
you're not
didn't
just
disappear.
dreaming? Caves just don't go poof.
I know, but it is true.
Cave just went poof like that? There got to be explanation.
I agree.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've said that my patron did it.
I don't think you have, no.
Did you? I don't think you ever said that
I
at
don't
all,
think
Vanilla.
I don't think she did either.
Pretty sure I mentioned it.
Are you sure?
No?
I don't
No.
remember you
If
mentioning
you
it.
had, Kel would be really questioning things from you right now.
I was gonna say, I know your patron had said to keep it secret.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll just keep it secret then.
Okay.
I just remember something about like mentioning that my patron might have the power to do it or something along those lines.
Might have, but I don't think you actually mentioned that your patron did it, though.
Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well.
Oh, of course. Oh, can Paget show you magic trick?
Oh, I would love
Magic trick. Ooh.
Yeah, Paget learned some trick while you gone.
Oh, I would love to
let's see
it.
this then.
So,
You're not gonna
from
get us in a trap, are you?
Paget not do that to
Hold on.
friends.
As soon as Caliburn even brings that up as a possibility, Chiron's just gonna back away.
As soon as Paget's just like, I'm not gonna do that to my friends. I'm just like, you tried to do it before.
So Paget kind of looks at Chiron is backing away, and you see kind of Paget have this like crazy grin up. From behind Paget's in his pouch, you see Paget hold out a very, very dark black crystal. As he's
Wow.
Paget find this recently, and he focuses and he points the crystal at Chiron, and all of a sudden, Chiron, you start to feel this weird energy come around you as Paget forces you to levitate back to where the rest of the group was and drops you down. Paget, learn
Wow.
tricks.
But would you look at
Oh,
that? You can fly
wow.
still.
I'm going to hard cast detect magic here because that was weird.
That is
When-
interesting.
Well, that would be magical. Yeah.
So, Calibrand, when you cast that, your senses all of a sudden get extremely overloaded as this whole area is filled with so much magic that it is extremely painful to you to have the spell up.
Ooh.
You sense
He
so much.
Caliber?
You sense
tries
so
to-
much magic that it is overloading all of your senses.
He tries to fight through it and see what he can discern on what it is he's actually looking at here.
I need you to make a con save for me, please.
Does Warcaster grant me advantage on this?
It does not.
All right.
While Caliburn's doing this, Chiron's just gonna back away and is like, consent is important.
Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to use my arcane deflection to add 4 to that
Okay.
saving throw.
So as you do the best you can to kind of to kind of sense through all the magic, but it is so overwhelming that you feel your detect magic spell just shut down, and you get dealt 3 psychic damage.
Ow. Cameron, are you alright?
What is going on here?
Oh, that'd be Crystal. Crystal, super powerful. It make Paget be able to do crazy things. He points the crystal over to some of the trees over, and you start seeing the trees start levitate, and he throws them against one of the walls.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That is some
Where
very
did you
strong
find this?
magic, then, Paget.
That's not. That kind of power shouldn't be in the hands of any mortal. What?
Paget have no
He's a good
problem
mortal.
with it.
I think Paget could be responsible with such power.
Paget, like I
Mortal.
said, super strong. Paget can do tricks now.
Where did you get the crystal from, Paget?
It was odd. We saw it like flowing down the stream one day, so Paget take it and then just start playing with it and start realizing Paget have all these superpowers.
That is
Huh.
really interesting.
I'm gonna cast
totally
Spider Walk and
doing-
just like walk over to this wall and be like, "But can you do this?" And just walk up it.
Paget kind of looks in awe. And then you see him touch the crystal against the wall, and he starts climbing it as well. Yes, I can!
Oh, sweet, you can. Let's go.
Spider climb race.
Any other magic tricks Paget can outplay the wizards in this party with? Paget's super strong now.
You know what? I'm gonna do Fey Presence. Like there. Let me
Okay.
send it to chat real quick. Basically, it's just I'm not like aiming to actually beguile or anyone.
Mhm,
I'm just
mhm.
like, can you summon Fey?
So Paget kind of climbs down and points the crystal towards where your Fae was. And instead of a Fae, you see about 30 rats appear. Paget could do that instead.
Oh,
Look,
Well, you know what? Not Fey, but still cool.
Yeah, right?
What is that thing?
Paget just know a magic crystal.
But it's affecting the whole area, everything.
Paget kind of looks around and is like, area look normal to me. This just magic. What you talk about?
I tried to get more information with a spell that lets me see magic, and everything everywhere assaulted my senses.
wow.
That weird.
That
Paget
is weird.
Paget don't understand. Paget just knows since Paget got crystal, Paget became super strong. Paget used it a lot to protect and make Paget hideout tribe thrive.
Hmm. That's fun.
It kind of feels like that, Grandosco. I like that.
Well, it made my head hurt a lot.
Paget,
enough
sorry.
to kill a common man.
Paget not mean to hurt friend.
I understand.
Maybe not good idea to try to cast magic round here. But you seem unaffected, and he points to Mela.
I mean, yeah.
Paget kind of looks.
I'm not trying to see the magic itself.
Paget kind of looks at the others. Okay, why don't you try cast spell? Paget curious now.
Sure. Let's see here. Do. See.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and try to cast light on it.
Con save, please. Okay, so you struggle a lot with being able to cast a light spell. It does eventually go off, but from the strain of it, you take 2 psychic damage.
Oof.
Oh, that seems like quite the struggle. Are you all right?
He drops the spell immediately. He's like, something is very wrong here.
That is certainly
Very wrong. That should not happen.
Paget
So how
shrugs his
come it doesn't
shoulders.
affect me?
Looks like Paget and weird fairy creature are the only ones unaffected. We need powerful spellcasters now! And he starts running around and driving.
I do wonder if it affects me the same as it does Caliban.
You can try if you want, Haru.
So Haru's gonna try to do the same thing.
Okay, con save, please.
Sir. Oh no.
So when you try, I'm assuming you're trying the same like light thing.
Yeah.
Or okay. So you focus on the rock as much as you can to try to end up having some type of light illuminate. Instead of the stone illuminating white, it instead goes pitch black for a second. As you feel a lot of psychic energy start to build in your arm, and you take 3 necrotic damage.
Oof.
I'm sitting there just like, I mean, that was cool still.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting, but ow!
Well,
I'll
I wonder if it's because we're short.
Maybe. Oh, Dwarf should try. You're a spellcaster, aren't you?
It's hurting us. I think we should stop.
Dwarf,
I want to
spell.
try.
Dwarf,
I
spell.
want to try. All right, I'm going to attempt to use Druidcraft to make a nearby flower blossom.
Con save, please.
Oh yeah.
Nat 20. Doesn't affect him at all.
Boom.
Ooh. So, you are able to successfully produce the flower.
Huzzah!
However, after about 5 seconds, the flower starts to burst into flame, and you take 3 fire damage as the flame kind of seems to go to your skin instead as the flower combusts. It almost feels like the flower's combusting in your hand. So 3 fire damage.
Okay, so the shorter we are, the better we are at this.
Ow.
This is all wrong. This is wild magic run amok.
This is my kind
I
of
must report these findings.
situation.
I must report these findings to the scholars in Neverwinter. He starts to take some notes.
So as you start seeing this, Paget is like, might be good idea to keep this secret for now. I don't want people invading place because of weird magic.
Especially if using magic here is hurting most people.
We don't want to hurt more people, right?
Right.
I suppose you're right.
Telling a college of mages to investigate this area, probably by using magic, might not be a good idea.
You're right. He's still taking notes, but like he doesn't really know what to do now. Well, I guess I'm just glad you're doing well.
Oh,
So
Paget
long
doing
as you are all safe.
Paget doing wonderful. Obviously, Paget the better spellcaster out of all of you. So if you ever need Paget's help, just come and ask. Paget will go fireball a place. Actually, can Paget do that? He kind of goes and aims the crystal over above his cave area, and he's like, "Huh, wonder if this works." And all of a sudden, you see a fireball get easily cast right through there and blast a hole into his cave. It's like, oh, Paget,
Whoa.
too strong. Goblin, go
You
over
got
there.
a window
fix.
now.
You have a
Skylight.
window now.
Well, we need to fix in case rain.
Oh,
Yeah, but you got a window.
Like I said, Paget be able to do anything imaginable.
That's weird.
That's fun.
Paget agree. It's very fun. Keep crazy people away from Paget hideout.
I mean, it seems like it's doing a good job of, anyone who uses magic outside of apparently the two of us, tries to use magic to harm you guys. They just take damage instead.
It's like own barrier. I love it. We have protective bubble now.
So long as you all are safe.
Oh, of course, we better than safe. We thrive.
Good.
As Paget just kind of looks around. Is there anything else you all need?
No, I think we're good. Unless you can spawn a suit of plate mail out of nothing.
Paget kind of thinks. Paget can try if you want.
What? Let's not try to push things too much. I doubt something like that's even possible. But
would chainmail make Paget stronger?
I said plate, but
plate mail make Paget stronger?
If you were strong enough to carry it, it would make it.
I'm sure he could make himself strong enough.
Other people to hit you.
Paget looks at the crystal, and it looks like he closes his eyes for a second. And in front of him, you see a plate mail appear.
Ooh! What?
Blue dude's just got access to Wish.
Paget seems to struggle to be able to get the plate mail, so Paget looks like he's thinking. Paget know what to do. And all of a sudden, you see Paget get extremely bulk and a little bit taller right in front of your eyes. And Paget's like, boom! Paget's strong now!
Oh, yeah, you know what? That works.
For the first time, Chiron might actually look kind of interested in whatever that is going on over there.
Paget now is a lot taller than what he was for a second. He's just kind of tossing the crystal up and down. And he looks at everyone and is like, Paget be super useful to party if ever need, right? And he smiles.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you can just do this kind of stuff, yeah. It may not be a great idea for our casters to use magic other than me while you're around, but
I don't like this. So something's not right here. This is not how magic is supposed to work.
How magic's supposed to work then, human?
Well, you manipulate the weave in the manner that the goddess Mistra has decreed possible, and through a series of gestures and incantations, channel arcane energy through the weave to alter
I'm just
reality.
gonna cut him off. Just like, do you think he's gonna understand any of this?
You see Paget start to talk in Goblin. Which of you understands Goblin? I know somebody does. Okay, so he starts speaking in Goblin and is like, "Oh, mystics of the deep, please grant me power in the access in order to produce flame in my hand in front of these mere mortals. Let them show the power of magic that goblins can do." and then all of a sudden he creates fire in his hand. Like that?
So
Well, yeah, I guess.
mystics of the deep.
Pajek's just able to do things.
So it's like a patron.
What patron?
Yes.
I've got a like being that I talk to and worship, kinda, that lends me some of their power. So it's like a patron.
That's the voice the crystal's about. That makes more sense now.
Paget's a warlock.
Paget warlock? Paget like you do. This is fun.
You have a voice that speaks to you as well?
It taught Paget how to use
Kelly's
crystal.
just gonna walk off. Just like
Everything's lining up to make Paget a warlock. Simple as that.
The voice just told Paget how to use crystal. So Paget used the timey-wimey magic thing that funny human said and just create things that he thinks.
I'm curious, Paget. Can you use the crystal to heal us?
Paget kind of looks a little bit looks at Haru. He starts speaking in Goblin again, and you kind of hear something like in Goblin, heal this idiot so they believe my lies, and then all of a sudden Haru heals was full.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Paget kind of looks over. Everything okay, human?
Yes. Everything is very okay. Now we have a long road ahead of us, so
Callie's in this,
perhaps
like,
we should go
I'm in
continue
danger.
on.
You're leaving so soon, but you just got here.
I know, but we have a dragon to take care of.
Ooh, Paget can come help with dragon.
No, I think it would be best if you remained here and watched over your tribe. It wouldn't be fair to them if their leader just left on random adventures, would it? Now come along, everyone. Let's go.
Paget
I'm
kind of
gonna
looks
hang back a little
confused.
bit while you guys
Why-
leave.
Why human want to leave so quickly? Paget looks very confused.
Not sure. Meanwhile, Haruka is also very sussy at this.
Harga's sitting there just like, how did I just get healed all the way back to full?
Chiron doesn't have enough knowledge of magic to really understand.
I'm just like, yeah, sounds about right. All sounds like bullshit to me anyways.
we don't say bullshit. We don't want to discredit what other people believe, okay?
What is that bullshit you talk about?
Well,
It's
you
what I
see,
made that ogre back there.
Oh, that was crazy ogre who been pestering us. Thank you for taking care of him.
No problem.
You deserve heal too. And Graham, now you're back at full.
Huzzah! Do I sense anything strange about the healing magic?
You insight.
Okay. Bam.
Wow. So as the healing magic kind of goes through there, you feel like you sense this type of magic that happened at the last war that you were part of before you got transported here.
Oh god, I'm going to Dramnon like kind of breaks out in a slightly cold sweat and he goes over to walk toward the horses.
Oh, Grandpa, is everything okay? Haruka asks this in Dwarven. Everything okay?
I'll tell you later.
All right.
Paget kind of looks at Mallow. Why are they all afraid of me?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Like you guys seem all right. As he looks at Haru and Chiron, since those are the only two who haven't really like ran away at this point.
Well,
and Andrus, did Paget do something wrong?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, if anyone's done anything wrong here, it's been me. I've been, challenging them to try magic.
I mean, true, but it was just experiment. I thought they strong adventurers, they'd be able to do
Yeah.
what Pidgeot does.
Plus, I had the theory of the shorter you are, the better you are dealing with this because there's less magic flowing through your body to it be disrupted.
Well, if that was the case, then I would probably have been able to do that, right?
I mean, I'm a lot shorter than you.
Okay, that is fair. You are about half as tall as I am.
I just can't do any magic. I mean, I can do magic,
Meanwhile,
but
the
not.
horses. You noticed something too. He says to Gramnom.
Say again?
Chiron's.
Hold on.
Can you say that again, Calibrand? Sorry.
Meanwhile, over at the horses, far out of earshot of Pidgeot, probably Callius too says to Gramnom, so something wasn't right to you too, I take it.
It's not natural.
I heard something that he said in Goblin, and that made me feel we need to get out of here now. But I can't tell them that.
It seems our friends are in quite the hurry.
They see. Oh, Chiron's trying to get a sentence in too. I apologize. Go ahead, Chiron. If you remember what you were saying before. Chiron?
He currently has his headphones off.
Okay,
No,
gotcha.
That moment is still going on.
The moment's
this was
still
like
going
a
on.
meanwhile back at the horses.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
no,
it.
the moment's still there,
Yeah.
by all means.
Like I said, he's currently got his headphones off.
Okay. That's totally fine.
I'm
so
sorry if I stepped on your toes. I didn't really mean to.
That's
same.
But brain. Hold on, resetting brain. So not Chiron. Wow, Paget just kind of looks at the ones remainder in there. Is like, well, I mean, if you all need anything, just
Of course.
it's if Paget always here to help from any kind of situation there. So if y'all ever need anything, just call on Paget Tribe. Paget totally help out.
Of course.
And Paget looks over at let me see, Andrus. It's me. It's like you spell caster, but I don't want you to get hurt. Cause clearly things aren't working. But everything okay with friends?
Andrus looks around. Andrus didn't is been trying to like internalize that, like, they have to like take care of things like the ogres, and there's like they knew that wasn't going to go well conversation wise, and then all of this stuff has been happening with like warlocky magic, and like it contradicts a lot of like what he's been taught, and then he's got like a mission to like observe, so he's just been taking a back seat because he knows this is where he's needed, but he doesn't know exactly what he should be doing.
Okay.
Okay. Like he wanted to like try and heal people, and he suspected that maybe it was Paget was a warlock now, or something along the lines, and because Marla wasn't affected, and then Paget seemed to gain power without like research or like iconographic like devotion, so I was waiting for Haru to cast a spell, but then she got hurt as well. So he thinks that, like, more than likely he would also be injured if he tried to, like, heal anything.
Okay.
So he's just kind of, like, confused about what he can do, if he can do anything. He's feeling kind of very, like, what's the term when you, like, look in upon yourself? Introspective.
Okay.
So, Andrus
Gotcha.
will try to cast a Cure Wounds on Callie now that, like, he's been directly addressed of, are your friends okay?
Mm-hmm.
And see if it
On who?
does anything.
You.
Caliburn?
He's a full health.
He used second wind through there.
Yeah.
Yes.
He had second winded.
Also, he's not there. He's at the horses.
Okay. In that case, we'll just reply. Well, I'm sure maybe your new acquired source of power just isn't best of friends with our sources of power. So maybe with time we can talk things out, and your patron type crystal thing might not lash out. Speaking of, can I see the crystal that is giving you this power?
Paget kind of looks over there at the crystal for a minute and then kind of approaches Andrus. You look, but no touch.
Look but no touch. I will look but no touch. Can I follow?
You can Arcana. You can investigate. You can religion. Probably Arcana or investigation.
Right. I'm keeping track of my spells through D&D Beyond because you can't easily change them in thing. So I keep going to roll on D&D Beyond and then realizing no.
It's like, wait a minute, that's not gonna work.
Is the crystal purple?
The crystal is purple.
I wouldn't be able to religion. You said Arcana, right?
Yep. Either Arcana or investigation.
They are both the same.
And I'd say guidance, but I don't think it would work here.
Probably not.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
I was almost tempted to use absorb elements from the fire damage, but I'm like, wait, that's another spell.
Yep, that would probably not work out.
He's
too
like,
well.
I don't think that's gonna work anymore.
Nice. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Fuck. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? All right, so you look at the crystal, and as you start gazing into it, you start seeing something kind of in the center of there. It almost looks like there's something alive in the crystal, almost like there's some type of things that are squirming inside of there. And the closer you look toward it, the more you realize that your body is starting to lose control. You're having trouble with the way you look all of a sudden. Your eyes start to irrationally start changing colors. Your
Marka starts nudging him with her elbow, like,
your skin color constantly keeps changing the further you look into this. It seems to be affecting you in a very negative way. And before you kind of know it, your whole appearance has changed in front of the people that you are around. Which currently the people who can see this is, I think, Chiron, Haru, and Mala.
Also the goblins.
It's not a nat 20, that's a nat 1.
I know it is.
Yes, but you looked too hard into the crystal. You were looking
I'm a
too good
warlock
at
too now.
What the hell is going on right now? Chiron's going to go for his blade.
So Paget kind of looks around and is like, "Oh, that weird." And then Paget snaps his fingers, and you all forget the last 10 seconds.
All?
So we forget the last 10 seconds, but Andrus is still standing there, looking
And
not like Andrus.
has returned back to normal. You were looking at crystals. Everything okay?
I believe so. I must have spaced out for a moment.
Yes, it's fine. It's warlock shit. I don't know. God, I sound like Calibrum.
Chiron's gonna be confused that he has his blade out and just puts it away.
You all seem a little.
Ellie's just like, why do I have this? Huh?
You all just seem a little weirded out.
A little.
You asked to check the crystal and just stood there for like 10 seconds.
How strange.
I guess just keep it safe, and if you find another one, I don't know, maybe give it to Mala, and we can. I don't know. Maybe they can figure out what
if
it's
the
wrong
magic
with it.
seems similar to Mala's?
You can Arcana that to see.
Sure.
As you're seeing
Or
this
not.
stuff.
God.
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Nope.
Nope. Huh.
She's like, huh, that's weird.
Weird.
Magic is magic.
Oh well.
Just be careful on journey. There's a lot of weird things happening in the area.
I agree. Though we should probably get going. Daylight is waning.
This Paget looks up. It's like, yeah, sun's starting to set. You all better find camp for the night soon.
Should.
You're more than welcome to stay around here if you'd like.
I think our companions would unfortunately rather camp out instead, but thank you for the kind offer.
Of course. Of course. Anytime you need anything, just come to Paget Hideout. Paget help you.
Of course.
And I'm assuming, unless either of the three of you want to say anything else to Paget, as in Andrus, Haru, and Chiron.
No.
Just do your best to stay out of trouble, and if you are going to send more goblins to the town, maybe build a sign that says we will not murder and eat people, or
build a sign that says friends of that fucking guild.
Friends
Which
of
one is
Mala.
it? No, not Mala.
Andrus,
They don't like me too much around there.
Friends of Andrus. Paget just use one of your names. It work.
Don't use my name.
don't use that name. Don't use my name either. They don't tend to like me too much around there. At least my actions.
The human seems to be popular. Maybe he use his name.
Yeah,
that's
that
a good name.
That sounds like perfect name to use.
In fact, use his last name.
Paget, remember that. Paget, remember your last name important.
Speaking of which, last name of him is Everhold.
Everhold. Everhold. He says it like 30,000 times. And then he screams, Everhold!
I'm just imagining Kelly hears that and just like, God damn it, not again.
What the fuck?
I'm assuming Callie and Graham Nom hear the last Everhold being shouted.
Yep.
Andrus will write in short.
What are they doing him?
What did you say, Andrew? Sorry.
Andrus will write down Everhold in chalk in common, so they actually know not to make the sign in thing. Actually, they'll do the whole thing. Friends of Everhold. Remember, they
otherwise-
can't speak Goblin, so if you're saying, "No, please don't shoot me," say it as "No, please don't shoot me," instead of whatever
Not however
Goblin
you say it
is.
in Goblin.
Also, maybe bring some like gifts you could trade. I don't know if you have any gold left, but you could buy. They have a great inn there. Does the best pulled pork sandwiches.
Pulled pork. Never heard of it
It's
before.
kind of
Sounds
like pulled
delicious.
human. I hear.
Huh.
Yeah.
Pichette interested. Pichette make sure to bring all gold hoard with him next time he tried to go to town.
And I'm sure it will end well for you. The town is on the mend. They've coming around to outsiders, shall we say?
They've got
Pichette
bugbears there.
Pichette will gladly bring all of his followers, all of his tribe with him next time. We have grand time over in Fendalen.
Maybe send a couple ahead to be like, hey, we're coming. They're actually having a food festival soon.
Sounds perfect.
Say that you're
this. I don't like this at all.
Yes, and they're going to be building a spa, so you could all have baths and something that doesn't smell like goblin pee.
Chiron's gonna go over, grab Andrus's arm, and starts pulling him back towards the
Like,
Why have you not been a promoter? You should have been a promoter. It seems like a more lucrative job for you than this cleric work.
If anything, being a cleric helps.
Is it that not what cleric work is out of character? Is just promoting a god?
I mean, theoretically, yes.
Look, Chiron just sees it as, being a little bit more crazy than everyone else.
Everyone doesn't quite understand what being a cleric means.
Well, he knows it's religious shit, but he's not religious, so he doesn't know anything beyond that.
He's just sitting there just like, it's fucking religion.
I'm ready for Chiron to eventually be just struck down by a god, and he's just like, damn, the weather's funny today.
It's just like, ow. Fucking storm clouds.
Why did the sky just yell, I smite ye?
So as the four of you start making your way back, Pajek kind of waves, but then holds Mala back for a minute. Once he notices that you're all out of earshot, Pajek all of a sudden, this is just to Mala, obviously, all of a sudden becomes extremely tall, extremely lanky, and extremely green, and says, never bring them back here again. This used way too much of my power.
It wasn't planned. I'm gonna be honest.
Then you need to avoid this place or our plans are going to fall apart. Just mark the rest of the crystals.
I mean, if it helps, I marked a couple already.
That does. This food festival will be the perfect excuse to go and collect them.
Yeah.
So
in other words, partially, you're welcome for bringing them here.
This will please our leader. Just don't bring them back here again, or there might be more repercussions this time than just a few lowly spells backfiring.
Which was funny, by the way. Good touch.
Gotta have fun with mortals one way or another.
I mean, yeah.
Get the hell off of my realm.
Sounds good.
And he pushes, and he sends Mala back. And as you all look, Paget is just happily waving to all as you all make your way out of there and back onto the road.
Actually, now that you're back, I think I have a flyer. I should go give it to them, right? I'll put it
No,
right in the
no,
cave. I'll go all the way
Don't
in.
go back. Don't go back.
He already knows where it is. Trust me, I gave him directions.
Okay.
Okay.
I should have told them about the dress attire. It's
You act like the goblins can
She
dress
came up
that
with
well.
a theme. We wouldn't know unless we let them try.
So you guys
It was more
travel a
so
little
that
bit.
you act like they have it.
As soon as some distance is gotten, Kelly says, as I was walking away, he said something in Goblin that I really didn't like. He was
Well, you
lying
should just
to us
spit it out.
the whole time.
Lying.
He
As
said,
soon as
heal this dwarf. Or something along the lines of, heal this dwarf so that these people go away and believe my lies. That's what he said.
as soon as Calibrand mentions the goblin thing, Haru and Andrus, all of a sudden you hear in unison both Amaterasu and Seiloon say, "Avoid that goblin at all costs."
As you wish, my lady.
Andrus pees a little.
It's like, I never get talked to by my god, and suddenly this.
I agree. We should not go back.
I just imagine Haru is
Amaterasu
like,
is quite against it.
just imagine Haru looks at Andrus and sees them pee, and is just like, yeah, I'm with you on that.
You affected. He glances
Act
over
like
at
I
Mama.
know. For all we know, it could be because I'm short.
Well,
That would
maybe
be
you
very
do
funny.
know. Maybe you're lying.
Magic works in stupid ways, you know that.
No,
You
it
just witnessed it.
doesn't.
You just witnessed it.
I have a rat that
This
talks.
was-
What, Chiron?
Kyron's just gonna cue in it. I have a rat that talks. I know, as a part of his magic is weird.
Mhm.
That is fair. You know,
I'm just gonna like
very,
gesture
very
towards
fair.
Karen, just like,
Oh,
see?
boy.
Magic does stupid shit all the time.
It doesn't behave like that.
don't know
Not
that.
without some greater will commanding it so.
Yeah, like I said, Paget's a warlock.
Yeah, Paget definitely a warlock, and oh boy, they're powerful.
He talks to a patron.
I do not like that they were lying to us, if
I mean,
what you say is
yeah.
true, but
Maybe we keep an eye out for one of those crystals and hopefully get it before someone becomes, what is the
concur.
term, pacted to it. And then we can hopefully maybe deal with Paget if their second chance did not turn out the way we intended. They've definitely changed, but
I hope. I really hope we haven't just caused a great tragedy.
I'm sure it's fine.
Dun,
You're one to speak.
Yeah, I am. I'm the one who spoke up about it. Of course I'm the one to speak.
Whatever.
But that'll be a story for another night, as that's where we're going to end tonight's